everybody. Welcome to another episode of Monday Live, a series that one day we will name something that doesn't involve the day of the week, so that it can be more enticing to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. We are glad to see your names here in the live chat. We're exploring the format a little bit of the show, and we'll continue to do that. Hopefully you can hear me right now. That's one of the things that we never really know is happening. And I've adjusted the audio a little bit because it is Monday, and that has to happen every time, seemingly. What we're going to do today is we've got to kick things off with a discussion. What makes something special? Because there's a lot of conversation, especially from the comments of last Wednesday's stream about sorcery.
Last Wednesday's Monday Live.
Thank you, Zack. Yes, there's a certain air to sorcery that I guess I'm kind of trying to bring up and defend to some degree. And it revolves around making things feel special. So we're going to chat about that. We're going to pose that question to y'all, and we're going to engage with you in the live chat. Then we're going to do a special segment called Zack Gets Organized. And he's going to be putting all of his Ashes collection in a bulk box.
I was like, really? This is news to me.
So if you've ever thought, man, what sounds exciting to me is watching somebody else put their cards in a box, we've got that for you. And then after that, or maybe before that, we'll see where the mood is. We're going to play the Blight of Neverset. This is the third expansion for Ashes Red Rains. The Red Rains brand of Ashes, pull that back up. Anything that says Red Rains here is the PvE mode of the game. It is designed to be played with 1 or 2 players. It is a standalone scenario style play. You can also play it in a little bit of a campaign where you adapt your deck along the way. And it's going to be a blast. So we're going to be shipping this out this week to Ashes subscribers. And we're going to do a little early play of the scenario. We can't wait.
And if you missed joining the subscription time to get that, we should have those in stock later this week as well.
We will. We'll have some on the website for those of you wanting to dive in. And then next week on Monday, we'll be playing Flesh and Blood Heavy Hitters, doing some sealed, I imagine, and just getting into the fundies. So to kick things off.
Also, where does the news go in that schedule?
It's in there somewhere. Maybe when you're building your box or making your boxes.
Okay, great. That
I'll
makes
cover
sense,
the news, and you can.
I'm not actually.
You cover the
it'll
news.
be quick.
I'll cover the news.
The organization process, I think, will be 5 minutes or less.
But yeah, we're using a bulk box, so this is something we sell. So it is ostensibly marketing. You can at least see what it would look like to put things in a box.
That's how we wrangle it into this one.
That's right. Here's a question for all of you. This is something that is, kind of philosophically ponderous, if you will, which the only kind that I like is like when we think about I think about Star Wars a lot in this context. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, these classic things, And previously, like Star Wars was something that's very special to me and you.
To a lot of people, yeah.
And then you can also go, there's various things that you would put in the this is a special thing category. This is something that's very special. Why are things like that? What makes them special, particularly in the framing of when they get very unspecial? Are there things like that in your life, particularly as it relates to maybe even tabletop games or this culture in general, that still feel really special? And why do you think that is? Because I'm kind of struggling with this fundamental tension that seems to exist between humans, particularly in the form of incorporated humans, so businesses or political parties or anything else. So businesses, let's say, that the moment that you hit something special, most of the time the reaction is, let's find a way to do this as much as possible, as quickly as possible, because people love this special thing and we need to churn out the money. Mm-hmm. So inevitably that leads to it being not special until the next special thing comes along. And it's kind of this, Jonathan will really appreciate this perspective, but it's this perpetual hero becoming the tyrant energy in our universe.
Joseph Campbell, Hero's Journey.
Yeah. And I even notice it in our world, in our business, right? So one of the first token tests that we did that was very, very successful was the data tokens. And the success of data tokens led us to say, like, We need to formalize processes. We need to, make designs happen faster. We need to turn these designs around more. And we started producing more and more and more components. And while I do think many of those were still very, very special, that kind of, I just want to get this as efficient as I can. Once the magic has been shown, let's capture it and then like mass produce it. You feel that in a lot of things. I feel that in Monday Live in like these video formats because we're working on strategy right now. And it's like, can we, for instance, stream every day? That was something that
we
at
did
first
for a
was
while.
very special.
It was very special.
And then 2 years in, it's like,
This ain't special anymore.
Yeah, but it's still like, kind of special, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Even one of my favorite pieces of all the streams that we did was the Throwback Thursdays. And just getting to experience all of these different historic games over time and interacting with chat and people learning about some of these things for the first time and having some surprises like the Tomb Raider card game that was weirdly good. Mm-hmm. But after enough time, even the novelty of the throwbacks starts hitting different. Yeah. Where it's like, okay, like beyond doing all the ones you were most excited to do for the first 2 years, here we are with another piece of that. So, I mean, what's the definition of special?
I don't know.
Well, let me just pull it up.
Go to Miriam. Go to our friend Miriam.
I got you with that the other day. I was like, according to my friend Miriam.
Yeah, you did.
Better, greater, or otherwise different from what is usual.
Yeah, so that defines itself.
Yeah.
But that said, though, it's not the amount of engagement that you have with it doesn't necessarily make it less special. So, like an example of this is the Hero Dreams of Sushi, right? Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
Potato.
Jiro's been doing that for, let's say, 50 years. I honestly don't know. But I would say that experience every night, it remains special for the people who are engaging with it.
But, go ahead.
So, that is not true.
I'm trying to get less interrupted.
For instance, of something like Star Wars, where even my selective disengagement and rare engagement with the thing, it has lost its specialness. So it's not about, like, I might have sushi once a lifetime with Jiro, but Jiro is making sushi every day and somehow maintaining the specialness of that experience.
Well, because it's better or greater than what is usual. Mm-hmm. So the usual sushi experience I have should pale in comparison to what he's offering. Yeah. And yes, I can't have it every day because there's like a 5-year wait to get to have his sushi.
So every 5 years.
Yeah, which I guess I should try to. I would go for that.
I would go for that.
But let's get on the wait list.
I
don't know. I think you got to know somebody.
His son now that's trying to take the.
But so better than usual.
Yeah.
And I think that's. Usual is important, and there's different ways you could define that, and then we go on all these branches. But even Star Wars can be special because now the mediocre quality is so normal for them that when it Andor was special. Yeah. Because it was it was on a different level. Rogue One was special. Like it was on a different level than even Star Wars. But originally Star Wars was only being compared to usual of other movies. Yeah. And what made it special, in my opinion, at the time, is it was better than what was normal of the day.
It was mind-blowing compared to of the day.
Yep. And it was also not common.
Yeah.
And so now even Star Wars is not only battling itself, it's battling everything else in the same category. Look at Marvel, same thing. Where like Iron Man came out, or before that, even Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And it was like this, and same with if we want to keep walking it back, Batman in the 90s or late 80s with Tim Burton, that was unusual and different compared to even previous Batman stuff. It was darker, had the whole Tim Burton vibe going. At some point, Star Wars is now not just competing with Star Wars for usual. It's like you have superhero movies that are being done. Yeah. There's the whole hero's journey, which is the big part of the Star Wars thing. You have Lord of the Rings, that's all now also a major motion picture. Like, I just picture if Lord of the Rings could have pulled Lord of the Rings off, but in '77.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Not that even in 2001 it was special.
Yeah, it was really special. And that's, another piece of the Star Wars thing is these special things happen, and then everybody takes notice, and the bar gets raised. So now visual graphics become normal across all these different films, that, light and magic stuff. And then, so now you expect to see the big Star Destroyer in a sci-fi movie. Like, that's not unusual anymore.
Yep, and the sound effects and the
Yeah.
whole
Mhm.
composition there. So it's partially, we were talking before the stream.
There's a train in the background, by the way. Can you guys
hear that?
Can anybody hear the train? We've been wanting to test that.
Good test
on air.
We were talking before the stream, and so interestingly to me, coffee is still very special. It's something I look forward to. It's not. I like on a daily basis things that I'm consuming. It is batting above average in terms of my enjoyment of that experience, and yet it's every day.
Yeah.
So even Star Wars, I think they could be pumping out as much as they are, but there's nothing that makes it better than usual. Like there's better content coming out.
Is there an example of anything that has been able to persist at that level? Like, are the Studio Ghibli movies, for instance, as special as they've always been? Are they unusually better? Because I almost feel like even that, it's hard to know if things are getting worse or if everything else is just getting better. The cynic in me doesn't say that. I feel like everything's just getting strictly worse, but maybe everything else is actually getting better, so it's harder to find the contrast.
Yeah, I also think things are special less often the older you get.
Yeah.
Because the first time I watched Star Wars as a kid, it was this is a different galaxy, literally.
It's the first time ever.
Yeah, and I think that's important too. Where I even feel that with games, where at this point for a game to register as special to me, it's got to really be doing something.
Yeah.
Because we've just seen so many games and played so many games.
Yeah. And then what happens is the TCG genre or the card game genre starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, refined. And so now you have like talking about sorcery, you have the expectation that a TCG always does these things.
Yeah.
And even in the 90s, it's like that was so blown open, but none of the games that have come out since then in a real meaningful way have done the Star Wars TCG style game or the Lord of the Rings TCG style game. It's kind of all condensed into again, you play things on the board, you tap, you do all of these basic items.
Yeah, it's kind of all heading to the same.
And it should be tournament ready and these kinds of things.
Yeah, well, I think I
want to engage with you all too here.
That's part of what makes sorcery special. Is it to me it's delivering a better both as a buyer / collector and also a player. It's delivering an unusually better experience in certain categories. Like the art and template on that game, the presence of those cards is in the same way Miller's TCG struck me.
Yeah.
Where even this old dead archaic game that we found is special. Part of it that's special is that it has a presence that games that I'm used to playing don't have.
Okay, so hold on now. If
also, just so everyone's clear, people were concerned I was not wearing black.
This is the most colorful you've ever been.
I forgot I had this on even. I just saw a comment about it. Oh, man.
Coach Zack is here to stream, dude. Let's go get some burpees.
Let's go get them, boys.
Real quick, some comments, because I want to come back to that. And the thing that I want to stick a stake in here and come back to is...
Pen it.
What if Sorcery was making the beta alpha style set and releasing it every month? And it was as good. What would make that? Okay. So, David Roshek, famous for the ink test there, opening sorcery packs from the booster box I just received from Team Covenant is special. Well, thank you for the market. I appreciate you doing that.
Speaking of which,
anyone else wants a special experience, you can go to teamcovenant.com and get a beta booster box. And
I was sharing a couple special experiences this morning on Discord, one of which someone said they're tracking on a sorcery box they'd ordered from us, said it was going to deliver today. So they were just sitting by their window working, waiting. And it reminded me when we were younger at the movie barn. I remember when new sets were coming out. And this is part of what made it special. We knew the day they were supposed to show up. So I would go sit down there. My uncle owned this movie rental business. And every time outside you could hear brakes. It's you pop up, you go by the windows and you're waiting. And sometimes it's shows up early and sometimes it shows up late. And then it would show up. And one of the things that made that special, beyond not having experiences like that before, was... for me, not having almost any idea what was going to come out in that set.
Yeah.
You just know the name. Man,
you know
so one or two
awesome.
cards.
It's really awesome. I'm fine for that.
And then you just you have your one box, your 10 packs or whatever it is. And you just get, everyone's opening stuff and it's all new and it's exploration. And there's a novelty to it, right? There's newness there anyways. which doesn't happen anymore.
David said first pull was a foil Immortal Throne in an ordinary card slot. Well, that's unusual.
It's a good start.
Looking forward to some more great polls. Jonathan here in our chat posted, the hero of yesterday becomes the tyrant of tomorrow unless he crucifies himself today. That is from Joseph Campbell, the hero with 1,000 faces.
Some dramatic language there.
Yeah, that's a classic text. Totally random. What's going on? What's on the agenda today? We hit that up just a little bit before you joined Totally Random, so you can rewind if you need to. But basically, Blight of Neverset, conversation, and reorganizing Zack's collection into a bulk box. Sup, fellas? What's up, Chaos Theory? See the Ashes crew is here, ready to roll. Darth Prentice, hey, great. Happy Monday. Y'all sound and look great. Well, thank you, Darth Prentice. Darth Prentice is a true friend in helping get the sound set up for
a staple of the show.
Us and others. It turns out he's like a underground
Stream
influencer
guy.
trying to make sound across the games that he plays better.
That's his job.
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's not his job. I mean, I think he's an official.
He's kind of like he's Darth Prentice, so it's kind of like a Sith thing. It's like he's underground doing this thing.
One day I will rise up with my sound knowledge and murder him, and then I will be the Darth.
Yeah, that's
Prentice.
right. There can only be two.
Listic says it kind of reminds me of a Guild Wars guild that was special to us, very cozy, and the leader wanted to expand and expand, and from one week to the next, nobody knew each other anymore, and it lost its magic.
Yeah, that was a Wolfpack thing with Fab for us.
Yeah.
It's like,
now it's miserable.
How big is too big? Yeah, just a bunch of loud people. Just kidding.
Just loud, excellent, best players in the world. Van, Star Wars for me is special because I lived through it as a kid. The movies were groundbreaking at the time, and as a young boy, the toys, Atari games were all amazing. Now they're nostalgic. Sorry, the nostalgia keeps it special.
Yeah.
So, and that is one way that nostalgia actually functions.
Can absolutely make things special.
It hits the special receptors again. Team Moose saying Dune is going to wreck Star Wars. If he makes a third movie, it's a dream come true now. Dune 1, great. Dune number 2, everybody's excited for it, I think, because it's so far a very special experience. Dune number 3, okay. Dune number 18,
I think.
Would it still be there?
I think he said that he would stop at 3.
But I mean, there's like 1,000 books, so you could go.
Yeah, but I hear after 3 it gets insane. I haven't read the books.
Van can't hear the train. Nick can hear it, and Darth Prentice can hear the low frequency rumble. Probably has headphones on. Okay. Obsidian, thank you, Colin. Calling you out for not wearing black. Paul Ribicki says requirements are special: novelty, quality, and limited. 1 scoop of ice cream is amazing. 1 scoop every day. 2 weeks later, probably not.
I was thinking the same about birthday cake earlier. If we had a birthday cake every day, I would not.
It's not special.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the same with like.
It just has to be rare.
For me, it's like eating steak. It's like I do not want that every day, actually.
So, I mean, run that through the 4 sets a year TCG math. Like, if you do less sets, will it necessarily be more special when you release one? Just strictly, regardless of quality. Let's say the quality is the same, but I have a game that releases 1 and your game releases 4. Which game is going to feel more special to its player base?
Well, per the definition, is it unusually better?
Well, it's unusual.
So
it's less usual.
I don't think inherently less sets makes it more special.
I would argue it might.
I think if less sets means that you can make it better, you're starting to get into special. I also think there's a opposite side of the spectrum, which is no matter how good the experience, if it was too frequent, it would not be special.
Do you think that this is baked into the fundamental understanding that human beings have that everything is fleeting? And
yeah, it depends on how enlightened you are.
It's kind of funny.
Everything's special if you realize that it's all fading.
Yeah, right. But there's this. I guess I've always defined the essential human tension as being we all know that we will end, which is what makes us as animals presumably quite a bit different and quite a bit more neurotic. But is there a piece of it? Is it that we want everything to be permanently as good as it is all the time? We try to hold on and capture like the temporary specialness of something. We try to hold on to that and then just milk it forever. And then it loses its like luster. And then we're like, oh no. And then we got to find a new thing to grab onto and say, this is the thing that will last forever. And then it doesn't. And then we go, this is the thing that will last forever. And it's like I jump from game to game to game and say this is the game I can play forever, and then it's like no, this is the game I can play forever, or like this is the habit I'll have forever, this is the workout I'll do forever, on and on and on. Like
I mean, I feel like the premise from the outset of something being forever is problematic because nothing is
right
in the history of.
But we try so hard.
I know that's just humans being humans, you know.
It's we try to grab the immortal and bring it into the temporal.
I also think a lot of special is subjective because what is better or valuable to you is different than to me. And I think that changes dramatically as you age too. Like I said, the novelty of what I was experiencing with card games in the 2000s, I feel like it's going to be hard for anything to be that special to me. Just because those memories, not only are they core memories because I was a kid, but it was totally new and it was the Wild West and there wasn't the internet, which ruins everything. And as you get older, I mean, it's the thing where like people, at least you start enjoying and finding special in less of the big things and more of the mundane.
Yeah.
Like I said with the coffee, right? Like
sometimes, I mean, that does feel, I think that's a healthy transition. I think there's also an approach that is try to find new things all the time, forever. And I know those people.
That's a hard life, man.
Yeah, I think my uncle is one of those people.
Yeah, but like, you know, I picture even just like, what would you classify something as like a special sunrise? And there's a lot of different, sometimes I wake up, I walk through my house, sunrise is happening, it's just crazy out my back windows. It's like super vibrant, just like wild. Sometimes too, it could be a pretty mediocre sunrise, but a friend is staying with me and we're having coffee on the back porch.
Sure.
And like, that is not usual because 362 days a year, I'm not sitting on my back porch during sunrise with a friend. Actually, it's probably less than that.
Yeah.
Like that is like once every, I remember distinctly.
And you only have like one friend.
I know.
And we stream all the time.
Well,
so like, it's
weirdly,
been a while since I've been over there for coffee.
This is, yeah, especially that early, man. That's the thing. You have to be up early with someone to experience the sunrise.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of times you're up late with friends when they're over, which then means you're not catching the sunrise. But on that weird, this is a weird tangent, or maybe not. Is it a tangent? I don't know. That just made me think of, I remember the morning after John and Leah's wedding. That sunrise was just actually me and your mom having coffee. And it was like,
that's tight.
That was like very pleasant.
Yeah.
Everyone else was passed out from that we camped on land and stuff. It was a whole thing, but she brought coffee and we just sat there and talked, and it was like, that was a really cool sunrise.
Yeah, some of those moments are unbelievable.
But I've only ever experienced sunrise over coffee with your mom once.
Yeah.
So it is special. Like it is, but you know, someone might look at that and be like, well, that's not very special to me because I don't care about, you know.
I think it's easy to find those moments, those special moments in relationship easier, you know, whenever people are involved and there's some kind of topic or some kind of vibe or environment that's, you know, meaningful. When we're like asking what products can feel special, that is a very interesting question, especially as we're like, you know, in the business of selling them. And you have these moments where like a game will come along and it will create something that you didn't realize was what you were seeking, like the specialness. It's like, oh yeah, I felt this way. I didn't realize I didn't feel that way about this thing anymore until the next thing came along, and I was like, oh yeah, this is what it really feels like to discover a thing that I love from sorcery, for instance. And so as we like reach for those feelings of specialness from products or entertainment, that is really where I think we ask the question, how can we feel that level of special over a long period of time? And is it possible for it to be felt within the same franchise or the same thing? For instance, if let's say I went fishing by myself every week, would that remain special forever? Like, is that something I would ever actually get tired of? Because I think there are people that for 30 years, they might go out to the same place and cast the same pole, and it's still the most special experience that they can have.
Yeah.
And like, that's,
to me, that's like, is part of what makes that special how unusual it is compared to the rest of our life.
Yeah. And I guess you have to scale it out. Like,
because like, if I know people, right? It's like jobs are intense.
Yeah.
Life is intense. Family life is intense, and they have their 1 hour a week where they go do this thing.
Yeah.
And that is very special to them.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's because it's quiet or they get to share time with this person or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's where I said it's subjective. Depends on what you value or what's unusual for you. Because like for me,
it's funny, unusual being the thing. Although coffee in the morning isn't unusual, right?
Yeah,
That's very predictable.
But it also might be better. It's more valuable or better and not usual, right? Is the two pieces of the equation, because I enjoy coffee more than I enjoy anything else I consume on a daily basis.
Yeah.
It is the best thing that is daily for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's part of what makes it.
So you zoom, basically you can extend your lens in or out.
Yeah, it's not unusual compared to my day to day. It's a normal part of my day.
Right.
But it is unusual compared to everything else about my day.
Or like every hour even. It's like there's 1 hour in the day that I'm drinking coffee out of 24.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's check in with y'all. Schmendrix, how do we get Taylor Swift in an owner's box for the stream? Hey, congrats, Chiefs. You did it.
Chiefs.
You're going.
Sorry, Detroit.
Let me tell you, I was watching that Lions game, and Rafe's a big Detroit Lions fan here
Rafe's
at the office. He's one of the great folks that is packing up boxes so that everybody gets
currently
things
FAP
quickly.
subscriptions, Ashes subscriptions, and daily orders.
Daily orders. It appears that the second half of that game, I've never seen anything quite as obvious where the creator of the universe, the God, Lord, Great Spirit, whatever you want to call them, comes down and says, I have decided that this game will be this way. Like it was just strictly a divine decision that Detroit was going to lose that football game. There was it was a miracle, in fact. It was not a miracle for the Detroit Lions.
It was
fans.
that aggressively bad against the
It was like
Lions.
31 unanswered points off the back of like 18 of the most unknowable plays in the NFL, where it's like people who have caught a football a million times in their lives, that they're paid big money simply to catch a well-thrown, decently thrown football, just stopped doing it.
It's like right through the hands, off
They
the helmet.
just stopped,
Yeah.
and then like suddenly everything was just going wrong, and it was this kind of feeling. I'm an OSU, Oklahoma State fan, and it's like, oh, this is familiar.
Yeah, there's that character.
I know how this goes. So
I mean,
sorry, Detroit fans.
I say it so often at this point, but like at that level of competition, you have to be insanely good, insanely prepared, and a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
And like from what I saw, the clips, I just saw highlights. It's like the ball kept bouncing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Which is just a little bit unlucky.
They were 18 up going into the
I know,
half.
it's devastating.
It's crazy.
Like
Or maybe 20.
the emotional just roller coaster down at the bottom on that. I'm used to it because I grew up in a Dallas Cowboys household. And after 96, that was all we got.
Yeah.
A lot of optimism and then down to the bottom.
You had a good run there for a bit.
Yeah,
Bogbox,
when I
happy
was
Monday,
5.
fellas. Sorcery Beta is really hard to get a hold of in the UK. I've heard that and sorry to hear it. A lot of chaps in the Facebook group have been
Bulkbox
ordering
said that?
from you as it's cheaper, including shipping from the US. Bulkbox, Ricky, I assume, from Bulkbox,
Ricky Bobby?
is leaving a comment to us about UK sorcery players.
It's a shame he doesn't know, guy. This is a bulk box. I'm going to put my Ashes collection
I wonder if those players are going to put their bulk
in this box.
in one of these bad boys.
I have. It's been
It won't have the
revolutionary.
Old Covenant logo on it because they'll get it from the UK. I'll break you directly on that. Dappa Dan Man.
Hey, I'm going to go grab something.
Yeah, go on.
You keep doing it.
I've noticed some games, the ones with stronger themes, feel more special early on before the mechanics and optimal efficiencies are clear. Easier to get lost in those themes. And maybe this is a compounding effect that happens in, let's say TCGs, just to keep it easy, but you probably know what I mean. Where you have two groups of people that are almost inherently designed to take the specialness out of things. But this is some of the things that we like to do as people. As the publisher, if you have a hit on your hands, what you want to do, if you're looking at a business decision, is you want to reduce cost and increase sales. So the best way to do that, of course, is release more sets and standardize your processes and, put boxes around things and build a structure that is quick to respond and easier to get work through. So you're doing that, and what we've seen, of course, is that as that happens to things, typically they lose some sort of, I'm trying to get at some sort of underground, unspeakable magic that makes something special that probably just doesn't exist. But that kind of tends to squeeze out a lot of the specialness of the game. At the same time, the player base is trying to break anything interesting into its most basic, and the most basic equation that it can be put into. In Fab, an example of this is, how do I evaluate a card? Well, I give it 1 point for go again. I give it, 1 point for every resource it costs, all these kinds of frameworks. So we as humans also are trying to take special things and condense and formulate them down into very simple things so that we can play the game at its highest level. And so those two forces colliding can very quickly squeeze a lot out of what a game that used to be special and now suddenly here it is. And maybe that's why there's a certain kind of interest and longing in this idea of, can we just keep this kind of casual, guys? Can we just not go super hard at this so that it can maintain its special mystery thing for a while until it's just, run all the removal or whatever?
I do feel like a lot of times when you find something special, the human tendency is to jam as much of it into your existence as possible.
Yeah. Consumption.
So, when you're like 12, it's like, birthday cake. Let's go back to that. It's like, you might eat a lot of birthday cake.
Yeah.
And then over time, like even now you're at the birthday party. It's like, can I just get a small piece of birthday? I just want a little, and a cup of coffee with that would be great. And then like, I'm done. Like I don't need it all the time. And it looks like
that fondant away from me or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That like, so what is that? Icing, it's like the thick thing. I get that it's visually appealing, but are we eating this thing or what?
But anyways, I think that's part of even last week's discussion on sorcery for me personally is like, I played so many games that I even zooming in further, collectible games where they release 3 or 4 sets a year and it's just like, and then, as someone experiencing this, that for you, the unusualness and the specialness of this will wear down over time.
Yeah.
And so part of it is sort of like, it's giving me the space to just take my time and enjoy the game and unwrap that gift at my pace.
Yeah.
Instead of, if there's a new set coming out in 2 months for sorcery, I would feel more compelled to experience sorcery now as it is faster.
Like try to soak in all of set 1 that you can so that by the time set 2 comes out, you haven't left anything behind.
Yeah.
And you're ready for, I actually, that's a pretty compelling.
Yeah. And there's also a point of like, commercialization of things inherently just ruins it every time.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a tug of war because
I know why though.
Hit me with it.
Because if the equation here is unusual and particularly like valuable, then like commercialization is the process of taking those two things away. Like the marketing theories that are here now are keep this on your customers' minds 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So make it usual. They can't live without it. They can't go a day without thinking about it. They can't look at a TV without hearing about it. And then by doing that, by trying to make the most money out of something that you can, you have to remove all the things that are inefficient. And I think a lot of the inefficient things about humanity and human creativity are those things that make it special. Like removing the inefficiency of hand-painted art from a card game also, in my mind, makes it feel a lot less special. Now that, it may not be the case for a lot of people, but there's these weird places where things were inefficient, made efficient, and then it's like, well, it's kind of not as cool anymore. It's like microwaving a meal versus cooking it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. I mean, as a institution, we run into this over and over.
Yeah.
Like, you talked about tokens earlier. I think about live streams or any content we've ever done where it's like the first X-Men gameplay video.
Yeah.
Really notable.
Yeah.
Even by the 10th or 15th, we were still improving so dramatically. By the 50th, it's like, and at this point, the game itself was also becoming less special.
Yeah.
It's like the first 2 or 3 years of X-Men is magic. Like that game, crazy. Still one of the best games I've ever played. And it is very special to me. I shared a photo of that this morning. That's another thing. But again, the 50th X-Men gameplay video, I wouldn't really commercialize it, ironically. Make nothing on. Anyways,
in a weird twist
long
of the theory.
series of decisions, but people really enjoyed those, and they still enjoyed them as we were doing them. I think our tail end of whenever the last X-Wing videos were, we're still getting insane viewership and positive comments, and people loved it. But even doing it as the people creating it, it was sort of like, I'm sort of done doing this.
And on like the branding and all of these more marketing level theories, you want to figure out a format and then repeat it forever. Like you want to do like Rodney with Watch It Played. You go to Rodney to see the game played in the exact same way every single time.
But right now I don't watch a Rodney. Like Rodney videos aren't special to me. They're very valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I want to know how to play a game, even he has one on Ashes.
Yeah.
I know I can go show up and get 20 minutes to learn this game.
Yeah.
And I'll leave actually knowing how to play. He's got a unique skill set at that. So, but I'm not like, my mind's not blown by those things. Now, what might be special is the game he's showing or the experience that I might have. But even then, it's like, that's not really a special experience.
Is the A24 film studio, would you say that their movies are special?
Depends on who you are.
Would you say that?
I'm still...
Every time I see that logo at the front, I'm like, I get like really excited.
So every time I see that logo, there's like a 50-50 shot I'm going to love or hate this movie.
Yeah.
And I would rather love or hate a movie than be okay with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Sean Purley, I'm sorry, I'm going to catch up. I get lost in this. Sean Purley, special TC live stream moments for me. The journey of Zack going into Arkham. I still love watching the early days, then going fast forward to Edge of the Earth in terms of special things. So again, it was unusual at the time. Chaos Theory, what's up? Says, it's been a while since I tuned to the live stream. Love the new studio, and the chat pop-ups are really nice. Well, thank you. Like I said, I think the next step is wood here. And wood here. Maybe with some shelving, etc.
More plants.
More plants. A lot of plants. Plants make things special, even though they're they're the most common thing you probably ever see in your life.
But they're not usually indoors.
But you put them indoors.
Special.
Van saying, I need to wear the same thing every time so we can have a Wayne and Garth look. You wear your black shirt every time. I wear the same whatever.
See, like me, it's a stream today is special because I've got a color on.
That is. This is the one where Zack wore the Gap sweatshirt.
Yeah, they'll always be able to reference it. It's almost like we planned it.
Alex Becker, I wonder if our perspective of things being special is some ratio of frequency and memory. Like one source said a year means frequency is low, while Star Wars releasing something once a month makes it not.
You know what? That just triggers something for me. Another thing that makes something like Sorcery special to me, and Ash is a good example of this, but Sorcery specifically, with the way they're doing a collectible card game, once a year sets a expectation and cultural tone that even the vibe right now in Sorcery, compared to most card games I've ever played, is special. Mm-hmm. And part of it is the experience itself, but part of it is also the kind of people who bought into this idea of a game, hand-painted art, one release a year, the way Unique System works, the kitchen table-esque-ness of it.
The movement, the grid, the evocative nature of the board, the stories you tell, that kind of thing.
That is different. Yeah. Like that is unusual, and I like it. Like I like that going to SorceryCon in a couple weeks in Seattle, and like compared to my experience with Fab, which has also been lovely. It is special in its own different kind of way.
Travel to Barcelona and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. And competing, like getting in the trenches with these people and like day in, day out, etc. But like this is special because it's inherently not that. And I think even Fab is trying to capture some of the specialness of the early days of Pro Magic play, which is not how Pro Magic play feels today.
Even their new set seems to be trying to capture what was special about Welcome to Wraith, the first set of the game.
And they're on and on it goes.
Isn't it amazing?
Also, there's a temporal piece of this personally, but also like Star Wars, while not as special to me anymore because of a lot of things, people can still experience that thing for the first time themselves. So I even picture Sorcery or Fab right now. If someone just now got into Fab, their next 6 to 9 to 12 months is going to be way higher on the special scale than mine would be.
Yeah. See, to do it, the talk of something special made me feel compelled to get another box of Sorcery. So we paid for the stream.
Marketing is working.
We paid for it.
A to
It's
B,
done.
it works.
Um,
TBA, someone's saying that this is gray. This is blue, right?
it's blue, but it may have a lot to do with we've got the warm lights on in here, and your monitor and the warm lights may make everything a little gray.
Anyways, just put it out there. It's not gray.
I look. This shirt actually looks horrible on the monitor. In grand scheme, it looks very gray as well. It doesn't look white at all.
It looks very different than it does in person.
Yeah, but my skin looks good. Way better than in person. I guess that's why Jonathan's doing it that way. Chrono Core TCG, and I feel like there's a fine line of special in the TCG space. The bandwidth of people's attention is so finite these days that you have to keep their attention on both the now and the future somehow.
But do you? I mean, that's an interesting hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
And even last week, that's part of it. I think sorcery is testing that hypothesis presently. One set a year is going to answer the question, do you have to keep people's attention? And specifically, do you have to keep their attention through constant product releases?
I think the question you have to ask is, how do I tell people that the next set of sorcery is releasing if I haven't done anything in 9 months? Let's say.
I mean, that assumes that they are literally doing nothing for 9 months.
Because you can't really, this is the problem. Like, the social media algorithms are rewarding constant engagement. So sorcery goes dark for 6 months and says, all right, Arthurian Legends is coming up in a half year. We'll see you then. Not that they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Then you post Arthurian Legends is here, and then suddenly it's like you have 3 people who get shown that because the algorithm says no.
I mean, how did you know Dune was coming out?
Yeah.
There's a whole marketing infrastructure on promoting movies.
Honestly, just a friend told me.
Yeah, because they saw a trailer on YouTube, or they saw a trailer of a movie, or
You really just need one person, and then all of a sudden...
you need one person and something worth talking about.
That's it. As long as the experience was so good, everyone would be like, oh, can you believe it's coming back? It's amazing.
Yeah, because even right now, it's sort of like, Nightmare Before Christmas TCG is not doing anything. Yeah, we keep talking about it at least once a year.
Yeah. Wild.
Doesn't take anything. That just happens. And we talk about it, and who knows?
Darth Print is saying Fab's new set model will create a more special experience despite 3 releases per year. Having the expansion slot cards for My Hero come up even in a set where my class is not supported is great.
Smart decision.
Obsidian, Steven, holding the memory of something special instead of trying to experience it over and over is a key theme in C.S. Lewis's Out of the Silent Planet. So I guess I need to add that to my list.
That's his sci-fi book, right?
Is that right?
That's what I think it is.
Oh.
I haven't read it, but I know the
Lewis
title.
scholar over here.
I really do like C.S. Lewis.
Greg Robinson, it's interesting how perceptions change. In the 90s, a lot of games, Middle-earth, Netrunner, Seven Seas, only released 1 set a year. I love exploring sorcery and finding new little treasures. What Greg isn't saying is that 95% of those games released 1 set a year because they went out of business.
And also, it was 1997. There were no expectations. There was no, the noise factor was way less,
But
right?
that is good. I mean, that's what we want, right? There's too much noise. We all agree there's too much noise, right?
I'm so tired. Yeah, there's so much noise, man. And then even... I'm so tired of it. Anyways, with Star Wars originally...
Just strictly, I'm so tired.
It is. There's a lot of noise.
Oh, man, you must have hit your 30s, dude.
Mid-30s, unfortunately.
Yep.
The OG Star Wars movies, there was 3 years between 1 and 2 and 4 years between 2 and 3.
Uh-huh. And I was walking uphill both ways.
That's right, in the snow, shooting 100 free throws a day.
Schmendrick said, disappointed how long it took us to talk about essential human tensions. You guys have lost this step. Yeah, maybe so. Like I said, we're tired. Zach said it best. Love you guys are enjoying the conversation. We love having them. Sean Purley saying, D&D has held the epitome of special for 50 years, which Zach knows a lot about.
Hey.
Because he was there when it started. He was a big advocate. He was
For D&D? No, hypothetically, I don't even know what this is, Mom. I just want to note, Jonathan is making these things pop on screen from home. And he had that comment up so fast after you said Sean Purley.
Yeah, he's tracking me because I'm going chronologically as well.
It was immediate.
He's a smart guy. I can read it here. Especially because there's discrete moments throughout a play that are ultimately fleeting. You can't capture a D&D session. Every time you do it, it's very different. Even a certain bit of dialogue that you and the DM will have, it's like...
Yeah, I think that's
it's like fake real life.
It's like real life. But it's also, that reminds me of like, I think part of what makes these games special is the community element, where you get these different groups of people getting together routinely that you would otherwise not have. So that's the same with D&D. It's the game itself is in forward motion.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, if you have the right group, like so many of those sessions can be special because things happen that are so unusual.
And I dare say any hobby is going to create special moments across the people who engage with it.
Yeah.
Like even if, let's say, like back in the Monpok days, it didn't feel particularly special to play a game of Monpok. I'd done it so many times, but that Monster Apocalypse convention that we threw created an incredible amount of special moments. So like with humans, it's easy. Like just with people, it's like pretty easy. There's a lot of special moments to be had if you just take the time.
Yeah, but if we were hosting MonCon every weekend, would it be special?
But to get the 18th pack of Game of Thrones, is like, is this feel the same as the first one? Is there any way that it could?
Well,
is it possible?
I think that's a good lane to talk about real quick, because I think about our local space. And it was like when we first hosted MonCon, tiny company, no physical space. Once a year was a lot for us to pull that event off. Then as a business, you might say, well, if we can do this, could we do this every weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Which is really what our local space was.
Yeah, right.
But that was really special. And I think about those early Thrones days as an example. And even though it was every week, compared to the rest of your week, for different people and for different reasons, I think that was a special moment.
Oh, sure.
Where like, yeah, you work Monday through Friday during these hours or whatever it is, but Thursday nights, you got to go play Thrones and talk about Thrones and just, it's just the whole vibe.
Yeah. And it can be not special for the people creating the special moment.
Sure.
Like for Jiro, maybe every night is not special.
That's right.
But everybody eating that sushi. I finally finished the bear last night, 2 nights ago. Yeah. So example of that is like, all the people behind the scenes of that restaurant experience that are creating very special experience for people and kind of drilling how much it matters because you're making their night, you're making their week, you're making their month, even though you've got to polish the forks.
Yeah.
That is not a special thing night after night after night after night.
Yeah. But it's, while not special, it can be very meaningful. And I think they can find meaning in cleaning the forks because of the special experience that you are offering people that is so notable. And there's something about that. Like I think if part of the problem, can you guys hear that?
Is that a weed eater?
Someone's weed eating outside. Yeah.
It's just somebody.
Some random person walked by. Part of the problem with the I need 4 sets a year mentality and the social media is like nothing can be special if you're constantly just jamming things in. And so it's this like design, even cleaning forks, right, on that show. The show was very good.
Talk about there's a freaking incredible arc for him.
Yeah.
It's just
you're talking about the episode after the Christmas
Richie,
episode.
yes.
Oh my goodness, that is.
It's just like I was like
that episode delivered. But there's a difference between something being special and something being fulfilling or meaningful.
Yeah, definitely.
And it can be fulfilling, and I think actually, as it relates to someone mentioned earlier about turning your hobby into a business and how that changes things, and like I'm on a day-to-day basis not looking out of covenant or work for special.
Right.
And a lot of times the most fulfilling and meaningful things are the most difficult.
And that's interesting because we want to create special.
That's right.
But we don't want it to be special for us on a day-to-day basis.
I think that's the story there, right?
Yeah.
It's like you experience, even people that make films, right? They experience something special. And then it was like, I want to create that.
I'm going to give other people that.
That's right. Yeah. So Tabletop's the same way, where it's like, this was very meaningful and special for us growing up. And then it's like, how can we give that experience and serve that experience to as many people as possible, right? And make that available for them. And that's where you get into MonCon and local spaces and everything else. So anyways, but it's not, you can't have special, like if special becomes the end game and what you're trying to have, like imagine if you went to your job every day and was like, how is today going to be special? It's like, I mean, come on.
But is it possible,
Maybe.
I don't want to just
it's
I just don't want to drone away.
But even if it were special every day, it wouldn't be special anymore.
Well, it's still Aristotle middle way.
But main point of it is
excess can be balanced by non-excess.
I think it's really easy to get in this pursuit of these things.
Yeah.
And just like keep spinning up.
Yeah.
And you kind of lose sight of purpose or meaning in place of special. And I think it's good to have special things in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're trying to, and that's when you commercialize it, you're trying to force the issue, right? And it's like, that can only go so far before it naturally gets off track. But as an example, The Bear, to me, that's a special kind of show.
Yeah.
But
don't you worry? Do you have any linger? Like, once it gets to third season, I'm like, ugh.
Well, the main thing is
fourth season is like, ugh.
The shows that I appreciate and respect the most stick the landing into it before it's that.
Yeah.
That's part of what makes it special.
Like that one good Star Wars thing. The only one. Andor. You know that about that planet, Endor?
Yeah, I do.
Schmidt's saying, we talk so much about replayability like that's an essential quality of board games. Yet, and this is a good take, the games I love most create singular experiences which may not relate at all to how many times I've played. It does not speak to, it really does speak to this idea that if something is great, I want it to be great always until the end of time.
And I want it to be great as often as I want to experience it.
Yeah. But we have to put that away.
Yeah.
And appreciate that things are never special forever. And so when they are special, soak it up.
That's right.
Soak it up. Like open that sorcery booster box.
Your age is showing.
And set 2, I don't know, maybe set 2 is going to be, maybe they're going to do something that makes it even more special. Oh my gosh.
But I think.
But eventually, like sorcery probably won't be special, right?
There's a proactive element of this where.
Or will they stick the landing? They just ended at like set 4.
I mean, maybe.
We're done.
Yeah. And like I literally in the Discord posted a picture from X-Wing several years ago. I was like, I didn't know at the time, but like, I didn't know when that was going to end or how that was going to end. But I look back at that time now as special. And part of it is because it ended.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing is true with games, right? Where there's this default, how do you achieve maximum success and maximum longevity? But, you know, it's like, I don't know, Michael Jordan retiring.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well, part of the allure of his specialness is that, like, he went out on top.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, he kind of came back for the Wizards, but that was a different thing.
Obsidian saying a hot beverage, say, around the Christmas tree with some holiday energy.
Yep. It's
certainly a more special moment than just my morning tea every day.
They only come around once a year, man.
And he says specifically here because it has a lot of rum in it, which I didn't realize that
Did he say
was
that?
going with that. But no, he didn't say that.
Well, I even think, like, you know, let's say, yeah, I think I've done it. This conversation is gonna get less special the longer it goes on. You know?
Yeah, totally. What is it?
Let's stick our own landing.
Let me see if there's any other comment. I just like there's so many great comments, and we just need to stop talking. Like 30 minutes in, and then just read comments.
Too fluent. I think you guys are special, so I only make one video a year.
That's what. Yeah, wouldn't it be though? If we did one stream a year, and it was just like a 6-hour the Covenant, holiday stream.
This is it.
And we just played Crokinole the whole time. Maybe we should do that. I mean, I don't know.
Something about a donkey. Then asked me to myself, my X-Wing stuff, or when a game ends, do I get rid of it? We're planning on doing a bulk box video where I reorganize my closet of games. I don't tend to get rid of things.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll at least keep like a stack of decks around for a game.
Well, to that end, let's get to your Ashes collection. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go.
We can continue this while you're getting into it. Keith, comment here. One comment I will say. I'll read Jonathan's comment. It's like a band who writes a great song. How can we play it for the fans 1,000 times, but when they created it, they loved the song. By the time you played it 1,000 times, you probably don't. So think like about a band, like that.
What's that Radiohead song that they really don't like anymore?
Probably Creep.
That's it. Yeah, they hate playing Creep.
And,
and every time in the audience, someone will be like, "Play Creep."
Yeah, of course. It's like the Leonard Skinner version of that.
But yeah, I mean, it's also like part of why the Beatles are special. It's like it ended. Part of why Elvis was special. It's like,
well, but everything ends, doesn't it? So is everything destined to be special?
I mean, eventually maybe, but only if it's unique and valuable, right? Or unusually valuable.
Those early Facebook days are special in retrospect compared to now.
Man, the world prior to Facebook was special. We just didn't know it.
It really was, Zack.
Yeah.
You know the reality of and the kids won't even know this anymore, where you didn't have the ability to be distracted against your will 24/7? Where your phone could you just didn't have a phone in your pocket, and if you wanted to like have the phone experience, you would just go get a phone. But now it's like you can freaking talk to me anytime you want to. It's miserable. It's like it used to be that we would like go to school and then we'd be like, "Hey man, I want to play some Star. Do you want to play some Star Wars TCG?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." You would be like, "Go to the movie barn at 11 a.m. on Saturday and I'll be there." And I'll be like, "Okay, I'll be there." And if anything happened between Thursday and Saturday,
guess something happened.
and we didn't get to see each other, then we would never know. And then it's just like, hey, on Monday, you're like, hey, you didn't show up. I'm like, yeah, sorry.
What was the deal with that,
And you're like, that's okay. I had ways of entertaining myself.
Like existing.
Because I was a normal person who didn't need constant engagement.
I don't know if that was ever true.
You know, it's like even now, you're in the elevator where you're looking at your freaking phone. We used to stare off into the void like real people. You know what I mean?
Compared to instead of those fake people.
You know, you get on the bus and you used to stare out the window, and now you stare at the phone.
I think you're hitting on. I mean, these are
stare at a newspaper.
Very wide topics.
I think we can box that up.
In terms of like
things have gotten worse.
I mean, sure. I can't argue.
Actually, Impossible German left a comment. Jonathan, can you pull that up?
Wait a second.
You pull it
Sound the alarms. This is the Impossible German.
Yeah. Jason Lindley, also known, a.k.a.
He's the goat of Fab decks.
I've discovered that feeling of chasing youth isn't just my aging. Games and movies really have gotten worse.
Objective
Something
statement.
special comes along, I get that feeling again. All right, well, let's unpack that.
Well, there's definitely a higher volume of that kind of thing than there ever was.
Have things gotten worse?
Like, think about the number of TV shows coming out right now. There are so many more than there were historically.
If you took the best 3 TV shows on the planet and compared them to the best 3 TV shows from 50 years ago, would the 3 today be better?
I don't know, man. Golden Girls holds up. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I mean.
Like a YouTube Shorts machine. Jonathan, can we start cutting these? Start clipping
Yeah,
these
we got to
out?
constantly engage with people. Otherwise, how are they going to remember we're here?
Yeah. See, I've got an idea. What we're going to do is we're going to do a live stream in the middle of the day where nobody can watch it. And then we're going to clip that out over social media, and we're going to post those clips onto those platforms so that people say, oh, who are these guys? I didn't even know that they were this clever and enjoyable to watch. And then they will, of course, not be able
None
to
of us
tune in
did.
during the live stream because it's during the work hours. But maybe they'll get it across their YouTube feed at night. And then maybe they'll watch an episode. And maybe it'll be about a game that they care about. And then maybe, Zach, maybe they'll place an order.
It's all a long con. Man, 8 steps to success.
I think marketing strategy is pretty locked in at this point.
Yeah, easy.
I think that's it. Just put yourself as far away from the transaction as possible.
Why didn't I think of that?
Somehow it's working so far. We're still here 17 years later, despite
here's
a few people wishing we weren't.
all right. Let me take this from joke to real.
Instagram Reels.
So I think this is really kind of an important piece of even last week's conversation, where we were talking.
So that's kind of the point.
Yeah, but like what is the desired outcome, right?
What's the KPI?
I mean, maybe that's one way to measure it, but just like
KPI of my life.
Like when I think about even the pandemic streams, it's like it was not. This is the most effective way to make money.
Oh, sure. Well, it was more effective than what we could do.
Maybe.
Which was nothing.
We could
do
have
nothing.
We could have tried to do other things that were directly connected to ways of making money.
We did kind of have that conversation, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, but we didn't choose a lot of things because that's just not the actual goal happening there. So same with sorcery, where it's like, I think there's this default of you have a success in your hands. So the natural conclusion should be Eris Curiosa. How do you absolutely maximize total profit / revenue being generated by the system? I think Eric set out to make an incredible card game that felt like it did in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's possible for him and his company to do that 4 times a year.
Yeah.
And to feel and create the quality and the level of experience that he wants. And so, like, yeah, they could probably pump out 3 or 4 sets a year. They could probably hire a bunch of artists and like just jam it. And it probably would make a lot of money for a couple years. But like if it goes against the reason that you're there in the first place, like they're never going to make that decision.
This is I feel vindicated in that we can constantly reference old podcast episodes of things that we've clearly talked about before that we're talking about again, which is the Success Isn't Enough podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's what I think. I think the success for Ars Curiosa is not maximize profit.
No. I mean, they need to make enough money to keep creating the thing, assuming they want to keep creating it.
We talk about this. We talk about this with the local store, with 3.0. This is exactly the conversations that we've been having the past 6 months. Nice, got him. It's like the goal of that store is not to produce enough profit to be like, this is a significant part of our business that we then might expand and like, do all this kind of stuff. Maybe it'll get there. But the goal is, can we create a sustainable model that makes it incredible to play tabletop games in a physical space? So it is possible to build a business decision not around maximum profit.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly, it's probably only possible if you don't have a board and shareholders that are saying like,
that ruins everything.
If you don't have the stockies go up, then...
And I think even on 3.0, as an example, like if I had to choose between, is this the greatest place on earth to play tabletop games?
Right.
Or
this planet.
More profit, like changing decisions to generate or to be profitable at all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sacrifice the first to achieve the second.
Yeah.
And so that's where, like with sorcery, it's like if you have to sacrifice the vision and the quality and the purpose that the reason you're doing this in the first place, you're never going to make decisions that. And I won't say never. A lot of companies do, and then eventually, you lose your soul and you turn into Star Wars.
Yeah. Or you release the Apple Pencil.
Hey, I'll defend that one. I'll go to the bank on that
Zack,
one.
I love getting you to take a bath on the Apple Pencil because, like, you a year before the Apple Pencil release would have agreed with me 100%. But now you got to take this, contrarian view to defend the love of your life, Apple Incorporated. Whereas I can see clearly about these things.
I was probably more fascinated with Steve Jobs than I was Apple.
I hate the 2-button mouse. It's supposed to be one button. Mr. Jobs said it himself.
So the thing he said about
your interface should be simple and intuitive enough that you only need one button.
The thing he said about it was that the iPad did not need a stylus. And the thing about a stylus is the only way to engage with things with a stylus previously was with a stylus.
Right.
There was not a touch interface. And I totally agree with him on that. 90% of... that's not true. 80% of how I use the iPad, you're like, navigating with your...
doom scrolling.
Yeah. But the iPad is actually not good for taking notes. Like drawing it with your hand or even typing. It's like, it's actually not ideal for that.
So you're saying the stylus is just like a very precise finger.
The stylus specifically is the only way to physically interact with a device is a problem.
Right. That's the BlackBerry model.
Because you have fingers. Like if you can achieve it with your hands.
I've got 10 little styluses.
The Lord gave us 10 styluses,
Not all of us. I mean, some people have 9 or 8 or no styluses.
I'm just gonna make a loud noise. I was trying to avoid it, and I'm just testing the audio.
See what you got. What are you working on here?
So,
is that too bright, John? Is that way too bright to you? I need to turn down the...
I previously had my Ashes collection in this Ultimate Guard archive. And then I have my dice in this deluxe Ashes box here. And now I've got it in a bulk box. And part of it was I was out of space. So I had to adapt to something. So this is the entire Ashes collection minus these 2 releases, the Frost Wild Scourge and the Blythe Never set.
Well organized, too. I can tell exactly where everything is.
It actually is surprisingly organized. So I have these sleeved magic cards in place of where I'm going to put these
drop one in there, baby.
Dividers. So I'm going to go ahead and just clear that out. But these are exceptionally organized. These are my decks, with the white sleeve being the conjurations.
Did you want me to turn it down, John? Turn the ISO down? All right, I'll do it. Yeah. If there's anything there's nothing more special than me standing on a chair, even though I've done it 1,000 times. What would be special is if I finally fell. And
That-
this stream would be our most watched
Yeah,
stream
it would
of
be
all
a
time.
special stream. Yeah.
We could make a short out of it.
Yep.
And then eventually people who loved me falling out of that chair would watch one of our videos.
We'd
and
make
eventually
T-shirts
they
and
would
coffee
They
mugs,
would make a sale.
etc.
Okay. Now, which of you is the ISO? I never know, even though I've been up here a lot.
Metroplex asking if my cards are sleeved, single or double. They're single sleeve right now. These decks here, but these are not. These are just unsleeved. But I've got a ton of room. Also, this dice situation could get better, but I'm okay with what's going on here.
Okay. That's one. What about this bad boy?
Also, you know, gotta have room for my arcane tokens here.
What was that? Oh, that's our shutter. Okay. Don't want that. All right. Okay. I've tried that. What about... I can't see it. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go to this camera and tell me how to operate this camera.
Here's a lid. I bulk boxed.
That was it.
I told you it'd be less than 5 minutes.
And you can get the same experience for $39.
Yep. You can buy a set of 3 bulk boxes on the site. Huge fan of this. We have calyx shelves over here that these fit perfectly in. Did probably like a 15-minute video on it. You can find it on YouTube if you want more information.
Do you want to do a... do you want to upgrade the live stream to have a roaming camera? Like where we could just take it and like be like, all right, come with us. And then we would just show it over there.
That would be cool. You could even have a camera on a swivel.
Camera on a swivel.
You know, like that 70s show this thing.
Oh, yeah. It just goes to you, and then it comes back to me. Ooh, I forgot how much this shirt freaks the camera out.
Josh Brophy says, Golden Girls and Steven following 100K subs income.
Yeah. You guys know subscription they don't matter. Everybody realize that? It's still something that people are caring about.
It's like, whose line is it anyway? Yeah.
They don't matter at all.
Yeah.
What, like, who subscribes to what channels and why? I guess the power users probably do. But the algorithm shows you what you watch.
I definitely have a lot of subscriptions on YouTube, and I default to going to my subscriptions tab.
You do.
Mm-hmm. But it is putting at the top what it thinks I want to watch out of my subscriptions.
Yeah. See, I get put at the top what it thinks I want to watch, and I'm not subscribed to anything.
Interesting.
But it's just like, well, you watched this channel 2 weeks ago. Why not this one?
That can get kind of redundant, though.
Yeah.
The main feed, if you use, like, to me, a lot of times, you know, the actual, it'll just start being too similar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll play some matches? Smashes. All right. Looks like a Blight of Neverset. Hold on, let me plug my phone in, too. Blight of Neverset. Zach, look at that bad boy. Look at that plant monster.
Well, I love this cover art. I just noticed Mayoni on it.
Yeah, we got a bunch of all the charm people in there. I forget Mayoni's charm.
Yeah, she got
Is
that.
the case?
She got her snake wiles, you know.
Hey guys, disinvited voice of Jonathan here. You guys gonna do the news today, or save that for?
Oh yeah, the news.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
the news. Yeah.
We need to get that Jonathan cam more than we need the rotating cam. You could just have that in the background of the Jonathan cam, and that way
He
we
needs
can.
to get healthy so he can be here in the studio.
I'm here.
Yeah.
All right, let's cover the news.
Okay.
Bum-ba-da-bum,
Starting from the top of
Stinger.
this list, Earthborn.
Bum-ba-da-doo.
Earthborn Rangers in the middle of his second game found, or his second crowdfunding campaign, first game found. I saw it was over 560K this morning.
$560,000.
Congratulations to them and their team. Definitely worth checking out. We showed that on stream last week as well. We're doing a stream this week on Wednesday.
Let me tell you
Earthborn.
something.
And next week. Spoiler City.
These are all the player cards for the new Earthborn expansions.
Prototypes. They don't,
Right,
They ain't got
obviously
the card
they're
backs and stuff.
paper.
Yeah, I've clearly
But the front of them, for instance,
has actual
it's all
cards.
the cards.
So you never know what's going to happen on
So
Wednesday.
on Wednesday, we're going to be doing an Earthborn special stream, and we don't quite know what we're going to do yet. And then we've also got a podcast with Andrew.
That
Andrew
we're recording.
Navarro.
You heard that podcast.
Podcast.
We're getting the band back together.
I don't know where the podcast fits anymore because we seem to be bloviating enough on the streams that it's basically just a podcast.
Like if you took this special conversation and slapped it into an audio feed. it'd be
And
a
then we
podcast.
could standardize it and commercialize it and do it very
Now,
efficiently and
I will say,
squeeze all the value right out of it.
if there's less things to do, it lets you make the things you are doing
Yeah.
put more time into it.
I don't know. I like the podcast being intimate, though. I like it being behind closed doors. Like I almost feel like it should be a place where we spill the beans about everything. Anyway, Wednesday, 1 p.m., same bat time, same bat place. We're going to do a stream with the Earthborn special, and some of this is going to come into play.
And we still have some number of core sets and card doublers in stock if you want to get that game now.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
and then the week after that, we're on a Wednesday, we're going to do another Earthborn special and talk more about Earthborn. We may kind of look at the map and dive around the map.
Twice in a 7-day period. Can it be called a special? Can it be special? I'm just kidding.
It's actually funny.
Actually funny. Like, he's not funny all the time.
Well, I've been calling it the Earthborn special, and then we were talking about what makes things special today, and now look at us go.
Once a week ain't special,
Thing. But we just want to do a couple of streams while their game found is live, because nobody should not know how good this game is. It's so good.
Speaking of special, that is a special experience.
This is a special game.
Yeah. Right.
And honestly, let them try hard to release too much to make it not special.
Bring it on.
That's the problem with Earthborn, is the more they release, the bigger the world gets, which makes it more special.
Like an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until they give you portals to the important locations, like in Portal to Spire. I guess they kind of did that with the guy, but anyway, go ahead.
All right, next up, Alpha Clash. It's only been like 5 days since our last stream, so there's not a lot going on. But apparently there was a New Year's Clash that happened on Saturday, hosted by the Tavern Brawlers.
Is that Tavern Brawlers? What are they up to?
They're just brawling, dude.
Can somebody give me, it's a Discord, I think it's a Discord group that runs online tournaments for money.
This is specifically a webcam setup, which is cool. I really dug the webcam pandemic stuff.
But they have a bunch of different... Have you looked at the Tavern Brawler stuff?
No.
They basically said, let's make a Discord channel, and all of these different games will host tournaments, webcam tournaments for them. But I think there's like serious prizes on the line, which is weird because webcam's hard, because then what if you cheat?
Yeah, I mean, if you do and someone catches you, they can associate it with you. It's really hard to get... You could do it some, but it'd be hard to pull off at scale, you know what I mean?
It'd be a lot easier than in person.
Yeah.
I'm just like shuffling my deck, and then I'm like...
I don't know, man. Ooh. Not my problem, I guess.
Yeah, not my problem either.
More on that later. Arkham Horror.
They're doing good stuff.
So this is to be determined, but there was some... we're expecting a player expansion and a campaign expansion in February. They originally were set on different release dates. There's now conflicting information. So we're looking into that. If you're a subscriber and you've been charged, we got you covered. But there's some turmoil going on there, so we'll see what happens.
They did the old pushy backy. The Lasma Day special. Isn't that funny?
The only thing, it's like
that is truly, I guess, not special.
The only, it's just
the Asma Day unspecial.
In the words of the sage, Sting the wrestler, the only thing that's for sure is nothing's for sure.
Well, and maybe at the end of the day, they listened to our live stream last week and they said, those guys are right. We shouldn't release expansions a week from each other. We're just going to change without much notice that the release date of the first one is actually now pushed back a week.
Be cool if they did that before we started charging people.
That would have been cool, Zack, but they don't live and die by our systems.
That's different. Yeah, that's right.
We got to play ball with them.
Next up, we have Ashes Reborn, which is the reason for the season here today. Of course, we're going to be playing the Blight of Never set, which comes out this week. Playmats, do you have those around? We probably need them around while we're playing.
I have those around?
We have a set of limited edition playmats that are currently on pre-order through February 7th. Or around February 7th, we're going to cut that off. So if you want them, now is the time to pre-order. After the pre-orders in, we'll be going to manufacturing and stuff. There's one such playmat.
Number 1, Amplify.
We're going all 7, baby. I
Number
love this
2.
one. Reminds me of when Star Wars was special. Got him.
Air is in. Number 3.
I love the idea of showing up to a tournament with a whale on my playmat.
Wave Crash. I feel like the market that we should hit, and you talked about this, you gave me this idea. We should market this as the TCG Whale playmat.
Yeah, I know a lot of people need to buy that.
And then you buy this if you spend a lot of money. We should just send it with every 24-box sorcery purchase.
Every 24x Ashes sub.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Some whale playmat. That's hilarious. Gotta love Odette. And as I said, these are all available for pre-order on the website right now.
My personal favorite. I actually don't remember the name of this card.
Gates Thrown Open.
Thank you. Gates Thrown Open. What is that? What is
The
going
gate's thrown
on?
open.
Under the starlight.
Oh man, just celestial mystical stuff.
See, the stream's better once a week, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be this charming every day. as we know.
I agree.
Frozen crown, also known as frostback bear.
Look at that. The Bears.
Bear with a frozen crown. Isn't that something?
Closest a Bears been to the playoffs in a long time. Playoff discussion.
Finally.
Et cetera, et
The
cetera.
Bears used to be really good.
Yeah, in the
Like in the
80s.
60s or 80s. Cut the strings.
Yeah,
Pull the
I
strings.
love
cut
that
the strings.
bokeh effect going on in that art. I still don't know how you paint bokeh, but
You could almost, if I did this well, I could almost make this look like me.
a little higher to the, go to your, yep, a little more, a little down a little. There you go. Perfect. I need the picture of that in Discord.
It's
Someone,
fun.
please.
We're having a good time.
All right, those are all available for pre-order. The pre-order is going to end. Is it on February 7th? They'll end.
Yeah,
Or
there's
after.
explicit
What was
language
the
about
word?
it. Don't wait.
Yeah, just if you want to order them now, and then after that's done, we're going to print based on what was ordered. We don't expect to have extra like for sale or something. So if you want them, now's your chance.
We might have like
Ashes
one or
Promise.
two of a few of them.
But do not bank on that.
But don't
I
bank
do not want to encourage that behavior.
Yeah, don't
because
bank
that's
on
just that is just seeds of disappointment waiting to be
Business
sprung.
dad is saying no.
Business dad.
Listen up, kids.
All right. Also worth noting, Plaid Hat. If you like what you see later and want to play, they have the entire back catalog of Ashes at 30% off when you spend $250.
Is that still happening?
According to my notes, it's still happening.
And if you spend $250 on Ashes, you get a free whale playmat.
That would be smart.
It's not true. It's not true.
That would be smart. This is cool. Organized Play and FAQ update includes Blight of Neverstep, which comes out this week. Apparently,
They did FAQ some of
they're
it.
testing chess clocks.
For Ashes?
Yeah.
Don't you love it?
This is a quote from Nick.
It's a special game, man.
The Nick. This is partially an exploratory update to see how the community responds to this new timing method of events. The goal is to find a tie-breaking solution that is fair for both players, rewards skill, promotes action versus inaction, and concludes games in a more defined time frame. Which is notable because they're hosting AshCon 5.
Got AshCon 5.
AshCon events. So
AshCon 5?
it's a week-long Ashes event hosted by Plaid Hat to celebrate new releases. This is obviously number 5. You need to sign up for the event by Friday, February 2nd. And, of course, Plaid Hat has more information. But they're testing it out as part of that, which is cool.
It makes sense because it's a game that doesn't have a super back-and-forthy reaction structure.
Yeah.
So they can do chess clocks without an unfair advantage because you don't want to be like,
I do my
action,
thing,
you
you
pass,
do
you
your
pass,
thing.
you pass, yeah, pass priority, pass priority, pass priority, pass priority.
I remember people suggesting as much for Fab. And it was just like the timing windows that exist
Impossible.
in that. It's like,
It's not possible.
this is the game. Can you play with one hand while you're bouncing your hand over here? It's crazy. And of course, we're playing Ashes today. Carrying on to the news, Flesh and Blood, the TCG Heavy Hitters releases this week.
Boxes are shipping this week.
Yep, you're getting queued up. If
For
you're a subscriber and you were charged
subscribers.
for that, you should be getting it. If we have any left, available for purchase after the fact, they should be in stock on release.
This bad boy, Wreck-A Romp, coming at you. I got the really the like sample one that's quite
Bendy. Then looks like final actual news item for Sorcery. Sorcery TTS League Championship games have been posted, commentated by Jesse of Win Agenda.
That's
Which
the real news.
another piece of news. Jesse is talking about a charming guy.
the news.
He's been consistently creating Sorcery content basically since the beginning, as far as I'm aware.
And Fab content.
He has been hired. His OG channel is the Winning Agenda. We go back all the way to
Netrunner
Netrunner
content.
days with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody comes from Netrunner ultimately. Everybody in our ecosystem, everybody in our orbit,
I don't know this.
everybody comes from Netrunner.
I don't know this true.
Or came through Netrunner at least.
I'm going to move on. He was hired as a social play advocate. Aim is to help players connect and enjoy the game together at home, in store, or even at some of the fantastic events we've seen being organized now. He'll be helping with content and promotional stuff.
And he runs that LGS there in
Also,
Australia, right?
Yep.
He's Australia, right?
he is Australian. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I'm stoked for Jesse. That's going to be he's got some good chops about both content and even playtesting.
Yeah.
If he gets in on that.
He apparently knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he wins stuff.
Yeah.
That's his channel name, for goodness sakes.
He does have an agenda.
The
and
losing
the agenda
agenda.
is winning. Also, a quick note: Sorcery apparently planning to beef things up for Gen Con 2024.
We'll be there.
I don't think that's true.
We're not going?
I can't discuss why I don't think we will be there.
Gen Con 2024? You don't think we'll be there?
Yeah, I do not. I'd bet money on us not being there.
Oh my gosh. I put in their little emoji-tron that I was definitely going to be there.
On whose Emojitron?
They had the little react with an emoji on the Discord if you'll definitely be there. And I definitely registered a false vote.
Now you got to go. You're committed.
And in Navarro Netrunner is how we connected at least. See?
Yeah. Now, okay, if you're watching this, how did you first interact with Covenant? Because I think there's a lot of people that were X-Wing. I think there's a lot of people that were Star Wars Destiny. I think there were a lot
But
of
all
people
those people played Netrunner.
that were Flesh and Blood. I think there's a ton of people right now at Sorcery.
They all played Netrunner.
I think a lot of them were Ashes.
Every one of them to a person
Impossible.
played Netrunner. Absolutely.
If that were true, Netrunner would have been much bigger.
Well, it was getting bigger.
Yeah, and then it died.
It got licensing rug pulled.
Presumably. According to the mill.
That's what Andrew said.
I don't know if that's true.
Who knows what actually happened?
All right. That's all I got. That's the news.
And Greg it. Netrunner into Fab. Jeffrey Smith.
Obsidian. It was the
Netrunner.
X-Wing content. He shoots and he
But
scores.
he's played Netrunner.
Science theory.
Dr. Joe came through the
Hypothesis.
Star Wars TCG Skeleton Crew stream.
Bow, 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 bow.
That's sick. That's actually the best way to get it.
A lot of throwbacks got us people that had never heard of us.
Yeah.
What about our 20-part Star Wars TCG series?
Didn't like Simon see this for the first time on a throwback?
I don't know.
Simon of
I think
DC?
I don't know. I think he was aware of us before that. But I think, the throwbacks were a continual point of interaction, though.
Yeah.
Takes a certain kind. See, like Van on. Can you imagine? No stream would have been able to start if we had not done this.
How did we Did we ever stream Netrunner? We didn't, did we?
Mm-mm.
Well, there you go. Wow, look at Auxerador. Found us through Rodney's appearance on Ash's Weekend back in the day. Now, that was a vibe.
That's crazy.
I tell you what, that man has never looked so dreamy on camera than that shoot that we did, that live demo.
I forgot we did that.
Because Jonathan was Max Boca at that point, and we had some nice sunlight coming through the windows, and it was a very stylized kind of shoot. It's kind of like if Rodney was filming Watch It Played in a fever dream.
Yeah, there's like an angelic presence to it. You see this one?
Obsidian Roost through Transformers. Wow. We gotta keep adding games, man. That's how we get more people to watch. What are we doing?
Man, I need to draw a chart of that. Something related to that. Carl saying it was Marvel Champions, gateway into Skyterra, Arkham, and Fab.
Now that's a journey, Carl.
Look at that.
That's a journey.
So that's a hero's journey. There was a comment that popped and went away.
Ashes, and then after a few years, break, and then reunited with Fab.
So
Cool.
here's the game plan. We have the Blight of Never set.
I can't wait, man.
We also have the Frost Wild Scourge.
Yeah, but neither of which we've had on stream before.
That's right. So each of these comes with a PvE scenario that you can play solo or 2-player. Under the Red Rains banner of expansions against a Chimera. That is this big baddie that you fight. They also come with a fully playable Phoenixborn deck. So as an example, Blight of Never set comes with the Charm, which is, I'll get my dice in a second, the pink die. And you basically get 3 Phoenixborn.
With their new...
With a
signature
card. And in the Charm one, it is Leo, Sun Shadow, Saria, Guideman, and Maoni Viper.
Wait, there's another one. Astria's in there too.
Oh, there's 4?
Yeah.
The value.
The value, man.
We also get Astria. So there's 4 characters, and then you have a 27-card deck. So a normal Ashes deck is 30 cards, but each of these characters has 3 of a signature card that would also go in the deck. So as an example, today I'm going to play Maoni, one of my favorite characters in all of Ashes. 27 cards plus this, plus I'll get my 10 charm dice, and I'll have a deck ready to play. So that's right out. If the only thing you had was this box, you could play with this deck against this thing as long as you had the 10 charm dice.
As long as you have the 10 charm dice. And if you want to get started in Red Rains, we still have those starters, right? We still have those starters?
The starter bundle, we do. The first Red Rains one.
You got that box anymore?
What was the subtitle of that? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was just called the Corpse of Heroes.
Corpse of Heroes. So that was Ceremonial, which is the black die. And we have a starter bundle on the website that includes the Ceremonial die, so you can try the game off of a single purchase. But there's also a master set, which comes with most of the dice.
Yeah.
And then there's other things, but that's neither here nor there.
If you have any questions about how to start playing Ashes, come to the Covenant Discord.
Yeah.
You will get a flurry of responses. You also need this here board from Corpse of Heroes, technically. So really, Corpse of Heroes is the way to start this. Corpse of Heroes Master Set is great. The Corpse of Heroes starter from our website is great. Or I suppose you could. Nah, one of those.
Yeah.
It's really one of those.
Meanwhile, we have the Frostwild Scourge, which comes with a handful of different characters.
Travis B is saying, first TC introduction, shiny, bald head from across the room at an event. That was the first time we made contact, apparently. I think he's talking about you.
Got him.
Jonathan, you left a comment a long time ago that looked pretty crazy that I want to read. It's still on my mind. You said, Brent, not to derail too much. So obviously this gets my attention. But I think it's more that we're reaching the limits of Newtonian physics and realizing that the physical and measurable world might not hold the secret to joy. There's a take.
There it is.
The entirety of our world has been a lie.
Oh, it was Jonathan saying that.
Yeah. Or we said it under the guise of Jonathan, or vice versa.
Yeah.
I think it's nice that Covenant said that. That's a very smart sounding thing. And it may be true.
Some power there.
But how do we measure the truth of this statement without measuring it?
Once you start measuring, you've already lost.
Yeah, it's like the photons knocking out. That's like the quantum physics problem.
Yeah. Back to Ashes, though. These are the 4 Phoenixborn that come in the Frostwild Scourge. I assume earlier you said you're going to play Rin.
I want to play Rin.
Yeah, so I'm just going to hand you the Rin stack. And now there's Conjurations in here we need to pull out, which you can tell the back of the Conjurations has the black Ashes logo on there.
Like Ashes logo.
So that's going to be you. Oh my goodness. Steve Rin Northfell.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Now that's
funny.
a face.
That's funny.
Now
That's
here's a question.
Yeah.
These cards came from this, which is not mine. This is mine now. I own this. Now, each of these also comes with...
How cool is that Frostwild Scourge look? Don't you want to play against that?
Maybe we can. I don't think it's what the people want us to do.
Dude, look at James Watson using the 2015 Holiday Lord of the Rings LCG no admittance tokens at Red Race tokens. What did those look like, John? Was that the sign? The little signpost? Or the footsteps?
Man, that's really...
That's deep.
That is a deep
Frostwild Scourge looks sick, but look at this stupid plant monster. This thing's going to be crazy.
The Blight.
Plants are always the worst in games.
Yeah, so we're going to put this aside.
It's literally always been the case. Literally always been.
I'm going to hand you this.
Can you even imagine a world where it didn't?
What you need Nature Die?
You know what? I was refreshing myself on the rules this morning.
I'm glad
just to make sure because I want the stream to go perfectly.
I'm allergic to rule books, so.
Here's what we're going to do, Zach. We're going to set up the game according to these instructions. It's found on the Red Range rulebook, legally distinct from the Chimera rulebook. It might also be in here.
Legally distinct.
I was reading in our Discord this morning, there is a sense in the community that the double rulebook approach was not ideal for this. But I like a little gumption. I like that they tried something a little different. Maybe it didn't work. But...
I've said it 100 times, but I think this game existing, this PvE variant existing at all is a miracle.
It is a miracle.
So I'll take it in whatever form factor they gave it to me.
Decide what difficulty level you'll be playing.
Hard.
Place the corresponding Chimera card, single player side up or double player side up, on its designated space on the board. Well, here's our board. So again, let's look at the Blight of Neverset.
Pardon my noise.
We've got level 1, level 2, and level 3 standard. We've got Heroic 1, 2, and 3. What do you want to play?
Normal. We're playing precons.
Standard, level 1? Or do you want to just jump into 2 or 3?
I'll let you decide. You said plans for the worst, so I'm mildly nervous. I've also taken us on too many journeys that were just needlessly complicated and hard.
You know, I felt like I tended to be the guy that made things too hard. That's what my wife said. Blight of Neverset, 2-player.
Oh man, this is a general audience stream.
Oh, I didn't even mean it like that, to be honest with you. That makes it even funnier.
I was like, man, I've been watching The Office, so maybe I just I'm in a headspace.
I was thinking, I make things difficult.
I understand.
But thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Maybe I'm the one with the bad brain. I don't know, man.
That's actually hysterical. That's why live streaming gets you what you wouldn't otherwise get. That'd be cut on the cutting room floor, as we say.
If we were recording that. Speaking of which, we're going to be recording once again this week. There's something for Earthborn.
Oh, yeah, we are. Center level 2. Boom. There it is. Okay, game set up. Take me home. Create stacks of the behavior and ultimate cards.
have a question. There was a Brennan Black Cloud here for some reason. Did that get reprinted in something?
Is it an errata, maybe? Sometimes they'll put the erratas in the... They did do that. They put erratas in the new box. These are all the cards that have been errated. All the cards you're used to playing. Yes.
I was like, man, these are two of my favorite cards right here.
Cards I play on all my decks. Yes, they were too powerful, Zach.
Oh.
They were too strong. That's why you're used to seeing them.
Sad. Very sad.
Heroic 1 is recommended.
I get to play a Phoenix? Is this a Phoenix? This looks like a Phoenix.
What? No, you don't get to just randomly play that. That's a player card.
No, it's in my deck.
Oh, well then yeah, you get to play it. I guess that's why it's there. Okay, we're gonna do Heroic level 1. Because the crowd demands it. And honestly, us losing is probably more fun than winning.
It's for the clicks.
And we can put our faces on the thumbnail and we can say, we got destroyed by Heroic level 1. Create stacks of the behavior card. Can you find me the behavior cards and the ultimate cards? With the phase 1 cards on top, followed by 2 and 3 underneath. The conjuration set aside. That's a new rule. New rule in this pack. It's the rules update cards that you threw away over there. That tells you that you're supposed to put the conjurations aside, and if something can't target, then it can't target. That's basically the idea there.
These seem special. These seem special. All right, these are conjurations. Yeah.
That's right. So
Conjuration cards go to the
they actually, here's what you do. What's the max? 1x per player. So that's 2 per player. Is that right? Or 1 per player. So there's 1 conjuration stack next to you and 1 conjuration stack next to me. It probably really will not matter. Bleed is also here, but that way I'll put them to the sides of the board so that if it would conjure maybe a 4th bleed, it can't because there's a battleground limit, but it only applies to each player.
Okay, so if you're playing 1 player, you just grab one of those stacks.
Just grab one of the stacks.
Okay.
Yeah, stacks on stacks. Did you get my behavior and all those cards? Do you know what your hands are holding?
The cards?
There should be more somewhere.
Oh yeah, these. I separated those for you.
Is there a second stack? There you go.
It is.
Look at that full art on the back. Have they been doing that the whole time?
Well, no, it's just on these. There's your behavior cards.
How good does that look? Okay, phase 1 behavior, phase 2 behavior. Boom.
So
right there. Behavior phase 3 goes on the very bottom. And then our ultimate cards, we're in our ultimate cards here.
Bingo.
So we've got ultimate phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Bingo bongo.
And that starts on phase 1, period.
Everything, yeah, it always starts on phase 1. I think, right? Have we ever done harder than Heroic 1?
I don't know that we've ever done harder than... We did, actually, and then we still won. Because we knew what we were doing. I feel like
it has to be centered.
Waking up out of hibernation.
That looks a little out of focus to me. Could just be me.
Mr. Chip, next week's topic. What is art?
Face the... we may have to do it.
Is that a D10?
Dude, it's the same D12 that we've rolled a million times in this game, and it's the cutest thing on earth.
That's adorable.
It always has been. Look at it.
Would you look at it? It starts at 10? Why'd you have it at 10?
No, it's just out.
Okay.
We'll roll it for the thing. Set all 5 rage dice on their basic side. Again, they didn't have to do this, but they did it.
They don't go in there yet, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Just hang out down here.
But I don't want to fit them in there.
Yeah, just
We need to put something heavy on this board.
to flatten it.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
I'll just iron it. Look.
I want to talk about getting some views.
Yeah, different. It's a different kind of YouTube channel. It's like just ironing cards. Like, what if I dip it in water?
I mean, a video about all the mistakes that you make as a tabletop gamer would be, what, 50,000 views? 100,000?
You know,
Gather 18 aspects that all share the same subtype. What are our subtypes there? Usually had Fury and Shadow. Bloom and...
Men's art is killer. Bloom, still blooming. We got Bloom. We got Thorn. It's probably just Bloom and Thorn.
Bloom and Thorn. That's my old professor's name.
Bloom and Thorn.
Do you want to play Bloom or Thorn? I'm a Bloom man myself.
I was going to say Bloom sounds less...
Bloom is going to be worse. It's going to be more annoying.
Well, it's also got the card Proliferate. It has the cover art on it. And I love that art.
Okay, let's go there. So get those 18. Separate them into the 1 and 2 blood for a second, if you would. That's the back side there. So you give me the 1s or the 2s, your choice.
Shuffle.
Shuffle them up, randomize them, real good.
Matty P, random.
Yeah, go ahead and lay them out in a definite order.
I want to be random every time, but I want it like character, location, economy card event, character, location, economy card event. I kind of, but each card can be random. Just the type is not.
I heard a story that Matt Phillips invented the quick trip taquito. Is that true?
It's true, 100% true.
Well, he's got a lot of money out of me, let me tell you. That egg roll.
I feel like if he ever actually, Matt's a longtime good friend of mine, met at 1.0 local Space Plane Thrones, and it's just a long joke, just ribbing of him desiring consistent random out of his decks. Here's this, and if he ever watches this, it'll be hilarious.
Luckily, he never will.
It's a test because I know he doesn't watch.
You'll get a text tonight, and that will be. He'll say, "Did you like and subscribe, buddy?"
He's in my 4-player Earthborn group.
Oh,
we're actually playing on Thursday night. I haven't had a Thursday night tabletop session in a long time. That's how much I want to play Earthborn.
Yeah, well, that's actually true. I haven't done anything notable on Thursday night since, I guess, college.
I was gonna say 08, 09.
Yeah, Thursday. The college kids, especially in OSU, maybe it's just a college thing in general, made the Thursday night, the Friday night thing, so that the Stillwater High School kids weren't out on Thursday nights, but they would be out on Friday night.
What's this?
Mirror this for you. Let's see if you pass the test here. A little IQ moment. Pretty good. Can you also line them up as nicely as I have on our center lane there? I know that will be the hardest part.
Can you back up a little bit? I feel like
we can back up a little bit. Honestly, if we had a channel that was just like OCD tabletop
ASMR
arrangements,
yeah.
Well, the ASMR is kind of a different angle. I don't think
I will tell you
the people who would be doing well with that channel.
I will tell you that the Mike's not being attached to our body is still one of the greatest achievements we've ever made. Quality of life improvement for me.
Glad to hear that.
Through the roof.
Okay, look at that. This is looking very nice and tidy. We could call the channel like Tidy Board States, and it would just be like everything is in chaos at the start of the shot, and then we just arrange it into a nice, perfect layout the way it's supposed to be, and then the video ends.
Maybe we should start a YouTube channel where we just start doing puzzles together.
I love puzzles.
If we just sit here for 2 hours talking and putting a puzzle together.
I love puzzles. Isn't that essentially what this is, though?
There's much more complicated puzzles. What do I do with these?
Wait for your instructions.
I'm impatient.
Shuffle the remaining Blood 1 and Blood 2 cards together.
I need special, and I need it now. I haven't seen my phone screen in 2 hours. My dopamine stores are just dissipating.
I haven't been lightly entertained in minutes.
I just have to hear your same old jokes.
Put the old draw in the draw pile there.
All right, right here where it says draw.
Choose your deck. All right, there we go. Chose it.
We're already out of order.
All right, put your conjurations aside.
We got to have our first 5, too. That's the hardest part when you don't know what you're doing.
Just get your books. Just play old school Ashes. We'll make Impossible German freak out.
Summon Shimmerwing. I get to play a Badger? That's a ready spell. We're going to get that.
Why are you skipping ahead? I haven't said to get the first 5 yet.
We just know the truth. She looks cool.
Place your Phoenix Born in your play area with the information side up. Okay, I need to get tokens out of here. I'm going to put the tokens down here.
It's us. Those are our characters. Embrace. That's something. I didn't know. Are they friends? Ooh. The flavor text on this card is sad. Can we it's talking about being special. Can we delay the inevitable for but a moment longer?
That is, like, I immediately know that that's sad. There's Ran on the board there. You got your Phoenix Born up here? Place your Conjuration pile face down, of course, over here, where nobody needs to see that face down pile. Place the dice power reference card that corresponds to the dice that you're using in the thing. So you remember what your charm magic does? You got your little guy over there? Yeah. I always remember frog for 1. That's easy enough for me, so I don't need a card for that.
I make things weaker by charming them.
Place all 10 of your dice to the right of your dice power reference card. Though that's kind of a nice. So they want us to set it up in a nice way, but we're probably just not going to do that. We don't have enough space. Well, we almost do have enough space.
We had those old dice trays that have been lost to space and time.
They're in the box somewhere. We haven't fully unpacked
We
yet.
moved, you know?
Choose your first 5. 5 different cards. We get a first player token. He wants the first player.
Oh, I have real tokens.
You've got the arcanes. Right. Great. All right, my first 5. Let's see. Well, let's get the books, right?
Tell me this. If you're watching this, do you own arcane tokens? This is the first player token. This will point to whoever the first player is. Chaos Theory, first 5 recommendations. Maoni, of course. Badger. Shimmerwing. Rose Gardener. Snakebite. And Chimera Charmer. That was the first 5 I picked. It's like he knows what he's doing. Thank you for clarifying. Chaos Theory, also one of the savants of and greatest people in the Ashes community.
3. What's my ability? Yeah, just an ice bow. I feel like I need a strong ally.
Torres 88 in the house saying, I think you missed an opportunity to name your podcast consistently random.
7, 8. For each, attach a fire adaptation.
Castier's got you hooked up if you
and
want.
An ice adaptation. Wait, what's a fire adaptation?
Obsidian saying, I own arcane tokens. The holiday edition. Oxfordor saying, CT Cast Theory is one of the goats.
All right, hold on. Don't keep that up, Jonathan. But I'm not going to look at it quite yet. I'm going to see if I can figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now there's been a challenge issued.
7.
Maoni is in the master set, and she was the Phoenixborn, first Phoenixborn I played. So it's always fun coming back home.
I mean, that's so good. Shattering Fist is so good. That's crazy. I want that Jungle Forager, though. Without a Phoenixborn unique. Oh, so Jungle Forager probably gets me an alteration. It's probably something like this. Adaptune, summon, yes. Summon Frostfrog, yes. Emberheart, yes. Jungle Forager, yes. Shattering Fist instead of Clashing Tempers. Okay. Fine. All right, here's our first 5.
Dude, there's a Phoenix in this deck. This is crazy. I had no idea what was happening.
Shuffle your deck.
Did it.
I'll be the first player. There's the die. Now don't forget. Guard. Guard roll. Guard roll.
What does that mean?
Guard roll. Why is this here?
If you try to attack one of these things, you roll, and then if you roll what, you actually attack them instead.
9 plus the Chimera
Step in the way, so nothing's for sure.
Yeah.
Is that a squirrel on your card?
That's right. No, that's a Jungle Forager, but yeah, it's a squirrel. It's a nicely adorned squirrel. Look at that art, though. Oh, we do need the fatigue. We need the fatigue token under the. We're not going to mill this thing, but we may as well
under
put it
what?
under there. It says what? So funny. Do they include one in every expansion, or is it from?
What does it look like?
We're looking for the fatigue, where once you run them out of deck, then they start taking damage. Probably don't need it. You probably won't. And I think it's probably in your Red Rain stuff, your Corpse of Eros stuff. It's a little card that goes down there.
Mm-hmm. You just want to use this?
Yeah, sure.
Where does it go?
We'll put it under here. Yeah. And then we'll flip it over, and if we hit it a second time, then
we start winning.
Taking damage. And...
Yeah, but we actually play the game.
I'm glad you said that.
A friend of mine posted a hilarious tweet the other day. It was like...
Wasn't me.
Yeah, you don't do that.
It's part of my identity now.
Basically, that feeling of losing to fatigue in any game. And there's a hilarious picture of Taylor Swift just like not having it.
Is that why you liked it? What do you think about the Kelsey Swift romance?
Don't care.
You think it's real?
So
Just a marketing ploy.
I've been a long time Taylor Swift fan, but
Really?
I've never crossed the Rubicon of caring about her personal life. If that makes sense. Like it's there, but I don't really like. There's a bunch of drama around albums and who she wrote it about and that kind of stuff. I don't really
You don't care.
get into that.
That's
so
good.
I don't know.
It's good.
It's fine.
It's called a healthy way to engage with entertainment.
I did hear two older gentlemen, probably in their 60s or older, while I was getting an oil change, discussing whether or not Taylor Swift being a Chiefs fan is good or bad for football. And it was hilarious.
That's great.
And about 10 minutes in, I just put my headphones in because I couldn't do it anymore. We're rolling our dice randomly?
Yeah, we may need to actually find Chaos Theory. We need to find that fatigue. Charlie, can you pull up that fatigue card? I mean, we can just read it, right?
Is it somewhere?
No. Newtonian physics would say. Set this card by the Chimera, etc., etc. When resolving, the Chimera cannot draw cards. This draw pile is considered empty. After one or more cards, you discard it off the top. Place one wound token. So yeah, it's just start taking wounds. Easy,
Dude, look
easy.
at this roll. I got 9 hearts and a snake. No basics. That is statistically unlikely.
Very good. Are you going to arrange them nicely?
They are already arranged nicely.
I haven't looked. I was just kind of going to guess.
Hold on, let's get them on this line. Oh, God.
Yeah, you did that very nice. That's better than me.
And when I use them, I'm going to put on this side of my card here.
I'll throw them across the line.
Like the rules told me.
Okay. That's a way to do it there. That's acceptable. All right, discard cards. You can discard any number of cards from your hand and redraw. We don't need to do that. That's after the thing. We would take fatigue damage. Okay, the players and the Chimera alternate taking turns until both the player and the Chimera pass on consecutive turns. So we're going to take a turn.
We go first?
We're going to take a main action and a side action.
And we can do that in any order?
In any order we want. And
God,
the Chimera is going to resolve their status abilities on aspects, and then we're going to roll one or more aspects are face down, so we're going to roll the Rage and Behavior die and consult Behavior card, rather. We got the Behavior card at the top there. And then we go to the recovery phase. Once we'll go back and forth forever until everybody's passing. And then that's it. Ashes.
I'll take an action. I'm going to play the ready spell, Summon Bastion Badger. I'm basically trying to do something that lets me get units out quickly, because I remember that was important last time I
Yeah, it is
played.
important, yeah. So you got your main action. Any side actions there? Did you already side action?
I
Did you
didn't
meditate anything? Man, that's a beautiful. You're right. Those dice are beautiful.
I'm telling you, man.
Hearts, baby.
Yeah. It was a good roll. I'm not going to meditate now. I'm good. I'm just playing that.
Okay, I actually haven't looked if I need to meditate either.
This game is so good.
Yep. Yep.
I am
Yep.
I am just so happy they made this PvE experience.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a lot here. I'm gonna have to think about this one a lot because
Alright.
this one grabs a thing. So here we go.
I'll be right back.
All
You
right.
need anything?
I don't know. What do you got in there?
I don't know. You need a drink. You need.
I'll take a drink.
I don't know what kind of drink I got though.
I mean, I got water.
There's snacks, you know.
I've already had my 2 for the day.
He's at his cap. I'll be right back. You charming people.
Not going to be easy. Jungle Forager. When it comes into play, search my draw pile, reveal an alteration without a Phoenix-born unique icon. So that should be. I have the option of Glaciate, Wallop, Will to Survive. Oh, this deck is just going to be so fun. Huh. I love alterations anyway. Okay, great. So let's see what these do. Glaciate. Unit is considered to be exhausted. Prevent all damage dealt to this unit from being received. This unit comes into play. Search your draw pile. You may reveal an alteration spell. Place it into your hand. Okay, so I don't have to put it on the Forager. So this, to me, immediately reads as, this is very good for things, well, it's effectively a control card. I was going to say it would be good for things that want to just use their abilities and not be risky and that they could get removed from the board, like your stuff. But I forget, of course, that when you're exhausted and ashes, your text box is blank. So unless you have an inexhaustible ability that's very important, you probably wouldn't want to put this on your own stuff. So I would put this on one of their things, and it would just freeze it, kind of like Milk of the Poppy situation. Wallop. 1 frog, +2 attack. Well, that's kind of cool, having a 2/2 Jungle Forager. I love that. Will to Survive. Unit has life drain. After it destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, remove a wound token from its Phoenix Point. This can be good. Let's just get an old-fashioned wallop. And then I'll shuffle these bad boys back in. Love it. Ooh, Chaos there. I like that. See, I wasn't thinking about how to like really take it, like really break the game. I'm just trying to have a good time here. Amazing on your own side of the board since you can make an impervious blocker to absorb attacks. So basically, I could put that on Jungle Forager, and then anything that attacks left, it would always just fizzle. Incredible. I mean, I have to do that. That's so good. Forget Wallop.
What is it?
Nothing. Oh, wait, we're at co-op. So,
I like that little squirrel.
Glaciate. Check that card out. Read that bad boy.
So you get a whole round of every attack just gets soaked by the... Because we have to play things on the leftmost.
You can play. You think you can play on the left or the right, right? I always don't do it. I always forget it instantly.
I'm pretty sure there's like a... You can't...
Is it only to the right?
I don't remember which direction it is.
It's got to be only to the right.
But then if you put this on the thing, because I guess they attack left or right.
They can attack left and right, yeah. But your brain went immediately to where the card is most broken. I was just thinking like, oh, I could put it on one of their things and blank it. Because it exhausts it, so it wouldn't attack.
I was thinking like, you cover your left flank and that little squirrel can't die for the whole round.
That's what you're supposed to do with it. Okay, so we got our main action, we got our side action. I could look at meditating. Honestly, I haven't read enough.
You play left to right. Chris, the deck I'm playing is the one that comes with this release. Okay. Keith M saying left to right.
You know what?
Like a book. In English.
Wallop. I'm gonna get Wallop instead. I've got the Ember Heart, and then it can take the Wallop, and then I feel like that's gonna put a little hurt on the Phoenix Point up front, or on the Chimera.
Ooh, cool.
+2 attack. All right, so I've got a main. Now I could immediately side action onto the Forager.
Alert! Alert!
What?
TCG Baron. Has anyone discussed that MetaZoo is dead and it's just announced that they're packing it up? Just wanted to put it out there.
Zach.
This is my surprise face.
I had thought that game was dead for like a year. So it is not a particular surprise to me. But if people love, the people that love MetaZoo for reasons that are real, I hope that it is a soft landing.
If you did, I'd love to hear about it because I have yet to meet that person.
But I had only recently heard about it just in, I guess, dire terms. But I thought that it had fallen off a long time ago.
I kept hearing about it in various circles, so I knew it was still around. But
should we find the announcement? Why don't we stop the stream, start a new stream called MetaZoo's Dead with all exclamation points, and then get in on the
Sorry, that's for the thumbnail.
Get in on the party, and then we can be in the algorithm of all the people watching those.
Yeah, that's fine.
Probably not their content, honestly.
We'll let it show up and pass.
Thank you for the word there, TCG Baron. Appreciate that. MetaZoont. That's funny. Done. I'm not going to immediately attach this because my concern is that something could flip up and kill this thing before it gets a chance to use the wallop that I would attach to it with my side action.
Okay.
So ergo strategy. So I'm going to kick things off as the first player. Basic, because I'm good at this game. And 5, main action, attack if able, if not reveal. So we're going to reveal from left to right. Allure, Bloom Aspect Battlefield. At the start of the Chimera's turn, we'll put 2 statuses on there. Remove 1 status from this unit. If you do, the target opposing player must draw 1 card, then discard 1 card off the top of their draw pile. That's nice.
Is the revealing and rolling part of our turn?
No, that's the Chimera's turn now. It's happening.
Does that trigger, though? Because are we past the start?
No, it gets the tokens, but it doesn't trigger the...
Oh, gotcha. I thought the trigger was putting the tokens on. I was like,
but it's got 2 life, which is going to be perfect for my Walloping Jungle Forager next turn.
All right.
Over to you, buddy.
I see you handing me a different die, so then I'll roll that symbol. Oh, there it is. Numero dos.
Obviously. And then reveal. Leftmost card, if you would, please.
Proliferate. When this unit comes into play,
Just did.
place a Scarlet Seed conjured aspect onto this battlefield.
Boom.
If you cannot, place a red range token on the Chimera. There's only one Scarlet Seed. So hold on.
Where does it go? Gotta go here, probably.
Onto this battlefield. Here?
It's got to. It's got to.
This has Defender. This unit will block for the Chimera and guard for an aspect. Without this ability, the Chimera will not guard for this unit. And then this Scarlet Seed, attack 0, 1 life, blood 0. Grow. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove a status token from this unit. Then if there are no status tokens on this unit, discard it to place 1 red range token on the Chimera.
Can you put Mayone on your left side? Is that gonna be problematic for you? We can wind this down here that way.
Hold on. Can I just do this?
Yeah, you can do that. That's great. We'll just do a little different for both sides. Love it. Okay, so we revealed. Everything's done there. And then it comes back to us. I love this.
Apparently Bloom is going to be fun in terms of table space.
Well, that's why we'll make a snake.
We're going to keep it clean, Okay.
All right, this goes here. Now it goes back to us. We get a main action, a side action. Boy.
All right, mine's easy. I'm going to use 2, and I'm going to exhaust this. Summon Bastion Badger. Look at this hoss. Attack 1, 3 life, no recovery. Unit guard. This unit may guard a unit that's being attacked. Exploit 2 while this unit is in battle with a unit with a charm die on it. The attack value of this unit is increased by 2.
Dig it. Dig it.
I'm going to have to...
Okay.
If this is the row for that stuff, left to right, stack. I'm going to put this spell down here.
Ooh, this Adaptodon is sick, man.
There you go. It sounds like a dinosaur to me. Is it?
Yeah. It sure is. Yeah,
there he is. Look at him.
So I'm gonna have to just get him in.
he's gonna have to happen.
All right, I'm gonna main action summon Adaptodon there, and then I'm gonna side action use Rin. Let's place an ice buff onto this jungle forager because I just can't stop. I just want to be able. I just want a giant.
Are these units?
Awesome squirrel. Yeah. Yeah, for all intents and purposes. Main and side, all good. Oh wait, can I use the good tokens? Yes. Ah, they really do look better. They're so much better, in fact. Not that these are bad, but just like acrylic is nice.
It is nice. Agreed. Okay. What now?
All right, and then we go back to the Chimera. So at the start, we resolve this. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1. If you do, the target opposing player, which is me, must draw 1 card, then discard 1 off the top of their draw pile.
This says at the start of the turn, remove a status token. If there are none, then do something. So that doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything, okay? So we need to clear that next time.
Yeah, I'll probably clear it next time.
Okay.
Let me roll the die of fate. Die of fortune. Spin, spin, spin. Who's the best roller in the land? 1. Reveal. Photosynthesize.
Look at that art.
Status for days. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to raise 1 basic rage die 1 level. I mean, that's not that bad, right?
Not yet. Basic and a 7. What's a 7 get me?
7 gets you raise 1 basic rage die 1 level, and then reveal.
Cool.
Did you roll a rage die with that?
No, I rolled the basic.
Yeah, roll. Oh, you rolled the basic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Reveal, Soothing Scent. Attack 3, 2 life, 2 blood, tame 1. When this unit is in battle, the attack value of units in battle with it is reduced by 1. Defender, this unit will block for the Chimera and guard for aspects without this ability.
Man, is that good.
We got problems on our hands. Okay.
Yeah, what do you think?
Is it back to us somehow?
It's back to us, man. I've got to play.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I think I've got to play too.
I'm going to go wallop. Let's do... Yeah, I'm going to wallop. But I really want to wallop this photosynthesize, but it's not. I mean, I could frog it. No, I'm going to wallop it. What are you going to do? Let's talk. Let's use some strategy.
Okay,
Let's do
so
some strategy here.
if I put this on something, it gets -1 attack, and I get +2 attack.
Sick.
So I can punch for 3 and give them -1 attack, so I take less damage. Also, if I use this later, I get to play a thing that lets me use it again from here, out of my exhausted pool. So I kind of want to put that on something.
What's the biggest threat to you right now?
Now, I
That
could.
Seething Sin is the biggest threat.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You could just knock it out, though, right?
Yes.
Because it would go to 2. You would take 2 damage. Doesn't kill you at 3, and you win.
Yeah, but then if I get attacked, it goes away.
Well, you got to win some to lose some.
Yeah.
You got to crack a few eggs or whatever.
Is that what they
what's the
call it?
saying? Yeah. I think I was going to take care of this allure. Are we really happy with these rage die being raised up every turn?
No. But this is our setup turn,
Yeah.
All will be better after this turn. Also, once these are all revealed, we kind of get open season. So I think my play looks like this. I'm going to use this here.
This here?
This here. Then I'm going to attack there. It's got unit guard or defender, so
Doesn't matter.
nothing can block for it. So I don't.
Yeah, I don't think even does the Chimera still try to step in for
Well,
that
it
bad boy?
specifically says it doesn't.
Okay.
So nothing will block for something with defender. So I'm attacking for 3. It's only attacking for 2, so I'll take 2 damage.
Cool, man. Good choice.
And we will clear this thing.
And that's how many blood? 2 blood?
2 blood. Now where does this card?
2 blood.
And I'm exhausted. All right, over to you.
All right, I'm going to side action Frog in for a wallop. +2 attack. Look at this. It's like
That's
freaking Baron Dondarrion over here. Who was the guy that we
Baron
built in turns?
Dondarrion, yeah.
Barrett.
Prince
my
of
Barrett deck.
Promised, yeah.
And then I will
He's a beefy boy.
I will swing into Allure. It's going to do 2 to me. I think it's going to do 2 there. Oh wait, we got to do the thing. We almost forgot the thing already. Guard die.
Yeah, I tricked you because
No guard.
I think
So here to here, they will do combat. I'll take 2.
I'm gonna do this.
I have
This is
3.
Okay with you.
So that's no problem. And then I will do 2 because of my wallop. And it's a life of 2. Allure go into the discard pile. 1 blood. 1 blood.
And
I
how much-
want it.
We need to get to what? 35?
We've got it on 1 player.
70.
Right.
That just seems like and it's 70. That's the win condition.
Yeah, kill that bad boy. Kill that plant.
Okay.
Kill that plant. Got to get to 70.
Just look at that art, though, man. It's very good.
It's very good. All of it's good. I don't know how they afford to have such good art, honestly.
But it's also like, it's not hand painted,
No.
but it's still very good.
It's incredible.
The templating on this, too, is next level.
It's a miracle of a game, really. It makes no sense, no matter how you slice it.
Nick's saying a little behind in the stream, but my first interaction with TC was Marvel Legendary.
No way. Wow, that was when we were really trying for the clicks.
Was it?
Yeah, we did the whole Marvel game comparison that you're supposed to do if you want the views.
That you're supposed to do.
All right, we did it. Our turns are over. You taking side and main?
Yep.
I'm taking side and main. We go to the scoreboard. I'm so good at this game, dude.
Hey,
Ones and basics every day.
I'll take it.
Oh wait, hold on. We gotta do the thing at the beginning. At the start of the turn, remove a step.
Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of this thing now. Before this happens again.
Raise one of these bad boys up.
But we got unit guard. Oh, gosh.
Where?
You just did that. Of all people.
I did what?
Look at the dice in here and see what you did.
Oh yeah, I did do that. Sorry.
You would slay me for doing such a thing.
I would definitely say so.
Are you a psychopath?
That's exactly right. Okay, at the start, and then we did that. Okay, you did that,
I did that.
and then I thought you killed. You have another defender. I thought you killed.
This
your
was
defender.
here. I killed one of them. I slid this up because I had this extra Scarlet Seed.
I'm going to reveal a sowing strike. So, when this unit is declared as an attacker, place a Scarlet Seed conjured aspect onto this battlefield. If you cannot, place 1 red range token on the Chimera. That's a big boy. Okay. Love that. What about you? Roll the die of fate. Die of fate. Turn, turn, turn.
Turn. Aw, 10. What's
Oh,
a 10? 10 doesn't
Zack.
seem good.
Side action. Attach a bleed conjured alteration spell to the opposing player's target leftmost unit. Bastion Badger.
Unit has the following. At the end of your turn, place a wound token on this unit. I'm glad I used them.
Yeah. Is your turn just the main action? Yeah, it's your turn. So he's got one more.
One more roll the die.
Yeah, we got more to read too. Reveal, main action.
Yeah. Photosynthesize.
He's going to go ultimate mode real quick. I don't know how I'm feeling currently.
It always feels bad at first.
It feels like plant stuff, though, you know, where it's like, would you just gross.
Plants are gross. Like this kind of plant. Attacky, poisonous.
Bleed should go on Steven's side of the board. What does it say that? It says the opposing player's target leftmost unit. Am I the opposing player? No, you're the opposing player. It's from the Chimera's point of view. It didn't go on mine. What does the bleed say? Does that say something funny? No, there's no way that's true. Chaos Theory, what are you talking about?
Steven's not opposing me.
No.
I'm opposing the Phoenix.
It wouldn't work in solo if that was the case. You're the opposing player. You're opposing the Chimera. You're the guy taking the turn. I don't exist when you're taking your turn. It's kind of like Earthborn.
Let's just put it here and then we'll see what happens.
It's just like a playtester and stuff. We didn't know anything.
We'll see what they say.
Yeah, we'll put it there.
Give me the logic. Spill the tea. Okay.
Back to us?
Back to... Do we... Yeah, we don't clear the exhaustion.
Not yet. Not until we take a full roundabout.
A roundabout? So this guy's going away. Oh, wait. No. At the end of the turn. Not the end of the round. End of the turn is when this is going to happen.
Yes. So it's coming up. You're done.
No.
No,
Turn.
Player turn.
The round is the bigger one.
The round is the big one.
He's going to get toasted. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't roll it. Zack rolled it. Rolled the bleed thing. Whatever that was. The 10. You rolled the 10. It says attach a bleed conjured alteration to you. You rolled that.
Okay. I'm going to play Chimera Charmer.
What's that do?
Cost me I can't do that. I'm going to meditate first.
There we go. Classic Ashes.
It's a snake's turn. I thought I still had one. I did not. Chimera Charmer. Snake, heart, basic.
Classic. Snake, heart, basic.
Snake, heart, basic.
Snake beats heart. Heart beats basic.
Definitely.
Basic beats
nothing.
Snake.
Subdue. When this unit comes into play, I can choose a charm die in my exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. So I can put this on something. I'm a 2 attack, 4 life, 2 recovery. Imbued, this unit's attack value is increased by 1 for each unit any opponent controls with a charm die on it. So I'm thinking about putting it on Mr. Beefy. But if you have some way of just clearing him without cost.
I can clear him. In fact, I think I will.
So maybe
But I could also clear here. I could clear here. And then, because like this guy probably won't attack, right? I won't roll the attack. But this guy's always going to do his dumb thing. So I'm going to plan to clear this thing next turn.
I'm going to put this here. Next round, I'm going to use Maoni to deal 3 damage to it without attacking it.
Love it. Easy.
Assuming I'm still around.
Okay, next up. Everything's kind of got 3 life, doesn't it? I don't feel like I need the wallop.
We had it right.
We're game players, man. We play games.
Now this is pottery.
Side action, Shattering Fist. 1 basic. Discard an alteration spell attached. I'm going to discard this wallop.
Wait, what?
Place 3 wound tokens on a target unit and opponent controls. So good.
Got him.
2 blood.
We're cruising now. We're 1/12 of the way there.
And then main action.
1/14 of the way there.
We're going to play Emberheart. Frog.
Hey now. Can I see Emberheart?
Not yet. I got to read it.
That's fine. I can read it.
When this comes into play, you may choose an alteration spell attached to an exhausted unit and attach it to this unit instead. Passing around that ice buff. And I do not place exhaustion tokens as a result of this unit countering. So give me the right swing. Bring it on. I've got it.
Oh yeah, at the end of my turn, this also clears.
Right. You bled.
And what happens to this card?
Discard.
Goes back.
No,
in this
back
thing.
into the conjurations. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we did it. That was a good turn. I feel good about that.
Goodish.
Dice of Fortune. Turn. 9. Okay, let's follow the right order. Basic goes into the basic pool.
Reveal.
Notice how I'm not rolling the bad side. Think about that. Any green things I need to do? No.
Oh, the squirrel dies. It only has 2 life.
Oh, right. That's less good now.
Rip.
That's all right. He's a temporary. See, I've got this blocker now forever.
Well, and you also knew that you wanted that squirrel to be special. Couldn't stay with us forever.
At the start of the Chimera's turn, that hasn't happened for you yet, I suppose. I think that's how that works. Resolve the reveal. Okay, reveal. Photosynthesized. Love it.
Jared Kelsey, I love that deep cut. Saying this game seems so wizard, off of my Phantom Menace reference. He's never played Ashes before. Well, it's a great game to play. We have a starter bundle for Red Rains on the website if you're interested in trying it.
Resolve the status ability of the rightmost aspect with a status ability and 1 or more status tokens on it. Remove 1 status token from this unit. Raise 1 basic rage die.
So at the start of the thing, this should go away. This should go away. And then if there are no tokens on it, discard it. This unit, discard that to place a Red Rains token on the Chimera.
All right, is that this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we just let that one. That's fine.
Just sail through. How many of those can we have happen?
5.
Okay.
And we're going to put another one on because I just elevated the thing.
40% to our goal of showing off every piece of this game.
Okay, I revealed and then I did the bad things and it's back to you, buddy.
I can't not roll the spears this time. 9, reveal first.
Mm-hmm.
Soothing scent.
Great.
We're gonna have to deal with that. And then what else happens?
But resolve the status effect of the rightmost. So photosynthesize raises 1 up. Speeds up all of the greenies.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. We did it.
We did it. Back to us.
Back to us. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna follow through on my plan.
What's the plan? I've got 3 to give here.
3 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what you want.
That one, but it's about.
Oh,
it's
that
about,
one's pretty bad too.
It's about done. That sewing strike, I feel like we can't get a sewing strike. That can't happen, right? Although if it does, I can guard with Emberheart, so it's not a big deal.
So I think
I'm not going to attack with this. I don't have 3 to give.
okay.
I don't have 3 to give. I could give this +2 attack though if you needed it.
I not yet. I don't think I do yet.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna use Maoni, which cost me 2 basics. Exhaust it. This gets to do 3 damage for this.
Just like that.
No attack.
And this goes into your exhausted?
Yeah.
How many blood is that? 2?
Yeah.
Hey, look. Ceda's talking about. Ceda sent us dragon dice, by the way.
Ah, what's this?
We're supposed to play this. I didn't realize how old school it looks.
Is it old?
Well, it better be. Looks like it's from the 80s.
Copyright 2015. SFR. What's an SFR?
Stoneforge Records.
AMR dogs. Oh, SMR.
OSAR. At the battle for control of Esfa begins anew, you take command. Firewalker versus the Tree Folk.
An age is a tale as old as time.
I think you roll the dice and you go at it. So this is the kind of thing we'd probably have a lot of fun with. It was recommended, and then Ceda sent it over. Very nice. Very nice
Very lovely.
of them to do.
That's what
You
I
did
did.
it. You did it.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my stuff. Let's get an Adaptodon in here to see what they're up to.
Adaptodon. Sounds like a Power Rangers thing.
Main action.
the Adaptodon.
Summon an Adaptodon. And then side action, attach a fire or ice to this unit if it has neither attached to it. I assume it's from my conjuration pile. Yeah, it's got to be. Well, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take the side action and attach something and see what they are.
Yes, sir.
Fire adaptation, +1. Deal 1 damage to target unit and opponent controls when I attach it. That seems good. Like that. Proliferate can just get wrecked. But let's not get attracted to the desire of fire. When attaching, you may place 1 exhaustion on a target unexhausted unit with an attack value of 1 or less, which currently would do nothing. But it gives life +1. Let's
You
kill
could
it.
exhaust the Proliferate if you didn't want to attack it.
Let's kill it.
She gone. 1 blood, please.
1 blood. They want it. What band is that? Is that like Speaking Lions or something?
I have no idea.
Yelling.
Sita is saying
Primates.
it's originally mid-90s, but a new fan group got the rights to reprint it and expand it. It used to be TSR owned. Mutton Chops asking if anyone's coming out awesome the artwork in this set is. I have said that several times. And I will keep saying it.
Okay, Adaptodon is in. We took care of one of our problems. We added a blood.
End of round.
End of round. Greenies,
That's right.
1 status. Let's just
2 of these, yeah. Again, we're just wanting to show off everything in the
We're
box.
just like Piccolo with the weight belt on. We just want it to get really hard. Really difficult here. I'm so good at that.
Just can't miss.
9. Reveal.
The end of the reveals.
Allure. Not a bad one.
Devil.
Dude,
Give us a Red Reigns token.
you're accounting for 90% of those symbols.
Yeah, it's been a rough day. Told you I was tired.
Oh, wait, and I gotta do some other stuff too. Reveal and then resolve the status of the rightmost. So I immediately resolve an allure, which means target opposing player is me, draw a card, and then must discard a card from the
So
top of the...
I roll the
Dang it.
9, roll a reveal, and put 2 tokens on this, and then it will resolve the
Immediately
rightmost. So it'll resolve itself. So then draw a card and discard 1 off the top of the draw pile.
It's milling us, see. What's up, Andre? Hey, good to see you.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, sorry, Frank. I'm not even using our tokens like an idiot.
I thought you were just putting the
We
ones
sell
out
these,
here
you can buy
as
them.
the-
We sell these. Come with a long sell.
Okay.
Did we do it?
So now they're done revealing.
What do you mean? Is that a statement?
There's no more cards to reveal,
Yeah.
which is good for us.
Yeah, we were very fortunate on all of that stuff. So now we just need to
'Cause-
prioritize.
Once they can't reveal, they stop doing.
No, they start attacking. So they can't reveal now, they'll just attack with the leftmost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
So if they're anything's face down, we roll.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If photosynthesize attacks me, I can counter. That's how I do the damage back.
Yeah. Classic ashes. Now, do we still roll the rage die? I don't think we rolled the rage die anymore.
I think we stopped rolling.
Now it's just a clearing house.
Yeah, and it's very predictable. Like, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So are we building for the future or are we living in the past?
It sounds like you said the same thing.
Hey,
That seems good. I know what I'm going to do.
well, talk to me about it first.
No, I'm just going to do
Before you get in
it.
there.
So I have a Rose Gardener. When it comes into play, I can remove a status token from a target unit or spell.
This one, probably.
Or this one.
Oh, right. Yours. Yeah, maybe yours.
Then as a side action, I can change a charm die on my pool to any side of my choice,
Okay.
which I want to do for later.
Meditate without the card, basically. That's the play.
I think so.
Wow.
Well, it stops that from happening.
And this Charmer isn't exhausted, right? It hasn't done anything yet?
No.
So you get a free 2 on the Soothing Scent, for instance. Is that what you would be doing in a theoretical world of...
In a theoretical world. But this is going to attack my Phoenixborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then this will attack this unit.
No, just this. Just the leftmost unit attacks.
In the future.
Yeah.
Like, hypothetically, this would attack me, this would attack this, this would attack this.
Yeah.
So there's 5 here, and I do not want this to go away. So really what I have to do is get rid of this as soon as possible. But all the attacks are -1 on that. So how do we do that?
I think it's a question you've got to ask. I've got 3 to give.
Okay.
I've got 3 to give.
And you're about to get attacked in the face for 2. And then your leftmost unit's going to get attacked for 2.
This will be gone. This will be long gone. It's gone.
Okay. So you can help me out.
Next turn, I can help you out. I can take care of my own problems.
Yeah, this is fine. It's if you can clear this, then I'll be very fine.
That?
Mm-hmm. You said you got how many to get?
I can clear that. Yeah, I can clear that.
Technically either one, because I can clear the other one.
I can clear that. Okay, ready? Oh, this is exhausted. Awesome. I've already done this. Well, I've only got 1 main action. I forgot that. That's kind of a critical part of the game. I can't attack with both of my things.
This turn.
All right, I can do that.
Well, the other thing is, like, if this attacks you at exhaust, and you just take 2 damage, and then it's down.
But I want to kill it.
You might.
I want to kill it, dude.
But once it's exhausted, you can attack it without damage coming back, you know.
Oh, right. But Soothing Scent seems to be the biggest problem. And you can't take care of it yourself. Even though you could, you're just opting not to.
Well, be aware, anything attacking it gets -1 on their attack value.
That is relevant.
It's only got 2 life, though.
But I've got 3 here, so let's just do that. Let's just start there. Let's attack your Soothing Scent.
Okay, so it'll do 3 to you. It's got Defender, so it doesn't get blocked. 2 blood. I'll hook you
2 blood.
Okay.
And then I got a side action. Anything taking 1 damage here notable? Oh no, wait, I can't even do that. I can't do that. What about a wallop? You want a wallop over there?
What's a wallop do?
It gives +2 attack. I can't actually do that either. No, I can do that. No, I can't give you a wallop. Can't do that.
So I'm definitely doing that. I have 1 resource.
I'm going to let me go ahead and meditate 1. This bad boy.
What this is the one that raises the thing by 1?
This one, yeah.
Okay.
This one's the melee one.
I have a new plan of attack. I'm gonna play a Rose Gardener. And I'm gonna remove this. Unless I'm gonna remove that. Side action. Nothing.
Nothing?
No side action.
War place. Okay. Frost Frog's nice. I love that. Okay, we did all everything. So I meditated. I meditated to this. I'm probably gonna do that again, but here we go. All right, ready for the bad stuff?
Yep.
Photosynthesize, the leftmost unit is gonna attack me. It's a 2/3. I could optionally guard it here. Block.
Yeah. It's important to note on this card, and you'll see the icon in the middle. That means it attacks the Phoenixborn directly.
Right to the face there.
Compared to like Allure, has this icon on the left, so it would attack your leftmost unit.
But I'm gonna take 2, because 2 is nothing.
Now, did we decide if it looks like this, it'll attack this way, or is it supposed to be like this and attacking over here?
No, if it looks like that, it'll attack that way.
Okay.
That's a left. Left on the card, left on your board.
Okay.
All right, so that's done, and then that's now exhausted. Love it.
All right. On my side, Photosynthesize is going to attack. I will not guard. I'll just take 2 damage.
We're some card game players.
Yeah.
You see, board advantage.
And that's exhausted. Okay, back to us.
Back to us. Back in us. And I'm back in. I feel like I'm burning through my deck too fast.
It's the setup turn, man. We gotta get those conjuration spells going and you keep reloading. I'm gonna play a summon Shimmerwing as my action. No side action.
Do you have something in your deck with a lot of life but not any attack? Like 3 or 4 life and maybe 1 or 2 attack?
My Bastion Badger has 3 life with 1 attack.
Okay. That's what I need to put the wall up on.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I could do another Adapted Honor. I could do a Frog. I really want to attack something with 1 life. But there's nothing there, Zack. There's nothing there.
Yeah, just so where I am planning on. This should have triggered earlier.
Both of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Draw and discard. I'm gonna counter this, so it'll just clear it off of my board
Right.
in a single
swoop.
swoop.
Now this one, if I could get 1 damage there, I just don't want to lose things off the board here. That makes sense, right?
That is 100% logical.
Yeah.
Don't recommend.
That allure is going to come in for 2.
But
I'm just going to take 2 more. Because this is going to be good.
you're gonna block with your Phoenixborn.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I will. Because this is the last one left.
Yeah.
All right, main action, I'm going to summon a Frost Frog, and then next action...
Oh, dude, is that like the Frostback Bear's cousin?
Dude, it's good. It's a good unit.
Dude, they put the die icon right there on the book. Look at that. And a hand. See the frog icon?
Oh, yeah.
On the die?
That's very nice. So that's my main and my other one. Okay. Then we go to them. Allure's going to swing at me for 2. I'm going to block with Rin.
Yeah.
And take 2.
It's going to swing here for 2. I'll counter. So this will get destroyed. I will take 2. Here.
I like that. You got recover 2. It's beautiful.
Yeah. 1 blood.
1 blood. All right, now we got the run of the litter.
And this is what you live for right here. All right. I declare bankruptcy. I'm going to summon a Shimmerwing. Draw a card off of that as well. Important to note, 0 attack, 2 life. Almost fits the requisite you said earlier, but I can use an action and a basic to discard this and another Shimmerwing I control to get an Eternity Flame onto the battlefield. So I played this late because the next turn I want to do this first. Put this out. And if they're both out on the follow-up turn, I can discard them to put this thing in play.
Okay.
Which is my whole goal. If that doesn't happen, I'll be eternally sad.
You say put this big?
Put this big, yeah.
Put this big.
This big bird.
Okay, and then over to me, I'm going to take a main action and a frog. And I'm going to put a Frost Frog into play.
Give me the beats.
Oh,
That's
cool.
look at
Snap.
that guy.
When it's declared as an attacker, I can add 1 to its attack value for the remainder of the turn, or I can exhaust something with 1 life or less. It's a 1/1.
Cool looking card.
Over to the Chimera. Chimera does nothing, right?
Chimera does nothing. Back to us.
You're sure?
Yeah. I got 1 damage to give.
Okay.
You want it anywhere?
I don't need it anywhere. Actually, I need it here.
1 damage there.
Thanks.
I recant. I need it right here.
Frost Frog is going to attack here. It's going to add 1 to its attack and do 2.
Boom. Now this is pod racing. How many blood?
1, 2 blood.
What are we at now?
We're at 13.
Middle of Miami? 16 in the middle of Miami, right?
13 in the middle of Miami.
You ever, I mean, Iggy Azalea just disappeared.
Yeah.
Showed up and gone.
And then just left.
Yeah, good for her. Cashed out. See you
That's
later.
good. Back to us.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any more main actions, side actions, etc.?
I don't. I'm all out.
I'm going to play another Summon Frost Frog.
Nice.
And then
What's your Adapted Adon doing?
he's going to do some stuff. I got to take the main action here.
Okay.
Another main action.
Yeah, you just keep going out.
I'm gonna summon a Frost Frog.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be a clean sweeperini. You already know what it is.
All right, we're gonna swing in for 2 here.
Uh-huh.
Wait, are we supposed to be rolling for the Chimera guard?
No.
Every time, right? Every time we attack a unit.
Well, every time we attack a unit that doesn't have defender.
Uh-huh.
So that was defender. That was defender.
So we should have rolled it once, and it wouldn't have guarded. Rolled it again, no guard.
That's all we needed.
Third time, it didn't exist.
That was not it.
Acceptable.
All right.
Okay.
We fixed the board state.
So Frostfrog comes in, and then I'm gonna swing at a lure with Frostfrog.
Now roll it.
Now I'm gonna roll a guard die, because as the rules dictate.
So you punch the big bad
So I punch
instead.
the big bad for 2 instead.
And it hits you for 5.
Does it actually?
Just
It doesn't, right? Okay, it doesn't. Why do you? All right, then Adaptagon.
Why? Because I get that reaction.
Adaptagon is going to swing at a lure for 2. And it's going to clear the board there for 1 blood.
Clear the board. Of your side.
That's the only side that matters.
Terrence, what's up? No big news, but I'm glad to have you here. He's going to start back at the beginning, apparently.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, powder.
End of round.
End of round. The recovery phase. We're going to run it in order. Remove wounds from units with recovery values. Recovery 2. Remove exhaustion. Remove 1 red range token from the Chimera for each exhaustion on the Chimera. There's none. And then remove 1 from all of your stuff. And stand up your Phoenixborn. Exhaust dice. Exhaust any number that you want. Place 1 red range token for each aspect in play. There's currently 1 aspect, so 1 red range token. Not enough. Add face down aspect cards to the Chimera's battlefield equal to it. It has aspects into its threat value. Its threat value is 5. So we get 5 freshies.
Now, if I already have something on the table, do I go 6 or is it that's a
it's
slot?
just 5
right?
is the slots, yeah. Left. 2, 3.
Left, 2, right, 6, 9.
Dude, look
4,
at that. 1, 1,
up,
1, 2, 2. That's great. That's
down, and this stays left.
Mm-hmm.
What happens here?
You flip that over the top. You reshuffle the things, and then we can do it again. And you serve 1 up.
And if it runs out again, it's out of cards? Or what?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and then it starts taking damage when it would do it again and again and again.
Easy.
It does seem easy. Is that right?
So when we hit the Aretata.
We're just not supposed to be this good. I don't. Is it us is the problem?
It could be the guard rolls. I don't know. Lack of rules being enforced correctly. Who's to say, really?
But where else can you have this much fun?
I'm going to keep my cards because I don't want to get decked. Because it's the
Refill
worst.
status tokens if there's any. So you got to refill these bad boys, and unexhaust that thing. It's back. Okay, then we roll our dice.
Oh, two's back. Wait, you load the status tokens again?
It never runs out of cards.
You loaded the status tokens again. I'm curious to go back to that point.
It just told me to replenish status.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, well.
My priorities have shifted. I got a couple snakes. Oh, I didn't roll this one. Come on, snake. That's at least a heart, I guess.
We should probably get that. Jonathan, can you pull that fatigued card up again? Old man looks at monitor. Shuffle the Chimera to create a new draw pile. Set all rage dice to their basic side. Chimera is fatigued. When resolving effects. Can you do the flip of it also? Can you flip that over? Wow. Technology. Discard pile to create a new draw pile and place it on top. So it would have told us what to do. We didn't have to remember. They did a good job of that. All right, can you flip it back again? Flip it over again?
Hold on a second.
What you got? This drop is considered to be empty.
Can this Rose Gardener change a die to a side of my choice every turn and not exhaust?
Yes. As a side action. Just keep doing it.
That's so good in co-op.
Yeah.
And heads up, they'll have nature die and they'll just get rid of this immediately.
Right,
But
right. The thing doesn't stand a chance.
AoEs, etc. Okay.
It's just gardening. Dude is just constantly making snakes.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Like if what you're doing is getting the charm ability, you could at least get it for free.
Yeah, but I also feel like it should be like a snake gardener because it's making snakes on the dice. Yeah. The idea of a snake gardener is also maybe the weirdest concept. Can you imagine what a snake gardener would look like?
I can. Dude, what was that guy's name in elementary school that had the snakes? The janitor.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I pictured.
They live next door to the...
Yeah, had the tattoos and stuff.
Wasn't Chrissy? One of them was named Chrissy?
Burkhart.
Burkhart. Burkhart or Burkholder? Burkhart.
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 Not down at the league office.
Yeah. See if Cooper Bowman's out there too while you're at it.
I'm going to use this to change this here. No, I'm not. No,
you just get to go? Hold on. You don't
on.
get to go. They gets first. It becomes the first.
Wait. What?
Yeah, we pass the token every time. Resolve end of round effects, then pass the first player token to them, and then it'll come to you next turn. So then we do the prepare. We draw up to 5, which you did. Any fatigue damage would be taken. And then we go to the Chimera turn because the
They
Chimera
just get to immediately take a turn.
I think so. They go first, don't they?
Okay.
The Chimera is like an opponent. You don't get to go first every time, you know? It's a classic combo there.
Basic 9.
Basic 9. Reveal.
Oh, wait. Let's start their turn. Lose a token. One of these flips up.
Yeah. It wouldn't be Red Range without you getting all the rage tokens.
Yeah, here we are.
Ballistic Seeds. After a status token is removed from an aspect on this battlefield by a status ability, the target opposing player must place 1 wound token on their Phoenix Mourner rightmost unit. Okay, no big deal. And then I can't. Oh wait, and then I can't. Yeah, I can't do the rest of it. Good.
All right. Well, I got one of these, of course.
Yeah, it's classic.
What's a 1 do for me? Just reveal?
Yeah.
All right, we got a little 1. Hey.
Hey. Okay.
Now it's Everdas.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to side action here, attack here, and hope that it doesn't guard. Because I don't want that to keep happening. Is a 9 the break point? What happens?
I think 9 it guards.
Dang it.
All right, let's make sure. I think it's definitely 9 though.
We tried.
It definitely guards, dude. But I'm gonna look it up. But it definitely guards.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm not attacking at all. Back that up.
Oh,
back it up.
well, no wonder.
I put this here. No, I am. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Darn it. I'm definitely doing that.
On a result of 9+.
Yeah. All right. So we'll do 2 to the main guy. So this will go up to 16.
Well, that's unfortunate for us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
These 2 can't be allowed to combo wombo.
I was trying to deal, but I'll let you.
I'll go for it. I'll go for it here. I can take that out. I can do that.
Watch out for the guard.
Amber Heart's coming in.
Roll that die.
Photosynthesize. Here we go. Got him. I'll take 1 because of your little charm die.
Yeah. And then 2 damage. 2 blood.
The song is called Young Blood. Who's it by? Young Blood. I want it and I need it and I can't read it now. I want your
I have no idea.
loving. Okay. Everything's fine.
Okay.
What's up, Pork Sword Actual? Unlike Pork Sword Fake. Common misnomer. Common problem here. Pork Sword always getting imitated across the internet. I'm way behind on the stream today. Enjoying this beautiful weather for a change. We're loving Earthborn. Well, that's great. It's lovely.
Some great games. Thank you for clearing that.
Side action? I know I do have some side actions available.
The old nature die, man.
You don't have anything that needs a wallop, right? Nah, you don't. I haven't seen any 4 attack stuff, right? I'd be... how about Ice Conjuration there? A respectable 2/3 is pretty respectable. But no recover value? Nah, I really went on and recover. And I got this freaking jungle forager about to get
What's your battlefield size?
goofy. Oh, I don't know. 6. Plenty.
Mine's a 4.
Really?
I remember having that problem,
I actually like that better.
Remember she has the big silver snake originally. What up, David?
Let's take a side action.
Did you see Jared's comment, by the way?
What Jared said?
Young blood by 5 seconds of summer.
Thank you. 5 seconds of summer. Yeah. Would never have guessed that. I really should have kept this up to counter for free the whole game as an alert unit.
What?
It can't guard for free, but any of my left attackers would just get damaged, and this would not exhaust.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You notice the ballistic seeds don't have an attack icon either. These things?
Yeah,
don't
they
have a
can't
thing.
even do
They
it.
can't.
They can't do it.
They're just waiting.
I see. So I'm supposed to take the jungle forager and clear the thing so that I can get another one. Okay. I'm going to throw an ice conjuration onto a frost frog because have I ever wanted to do something more than that exact thing?
Frost frog.
An ice buff on a frost frog? You crazy?
What does that make them?
It's a 1-2, but it's really a 2-2 because of Cold Snap 1. And because it's a ballet dancer. All right.
Ballet frog.
Here comes the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I seriously do not think I have rolled a rage symbol on that die.
It's
today.
unreal, actually. Have you bought a lottery ticket in a while?
Reveal. No,
I think
never
it's
have.
I think it's your turn. Never have.
I bought
Never
some
will.
scratchers. No, I did buy a Powerball once when it was like $7 billion. I was
Yeah.
like, that's probably worth the risk.
7 million pre-tax, 2 million after tax.
Proliferate. When this unit comes into play, place a Scarlet Seed onto this battlefield. Wait, if I cannot...
Yeah, if it's already out.
Oh,
There's
right,
one in
right,
the deck.
Okay, I
If
thought
you don't
maybe it
clear it.
exhausted its battlefield, which, you know, maybe it exhausts its battlefield. I'm going to group them up. Okay.
All right.
It gets 3 things on there. And then it's a defender.
Get ready for another icon. Hey.
All right.
7 and a basic. What's a 7 do?
Raise 1 basic, rage die 1 level.
And a reveal. Presumably.
Yeah, so good.
Here comes the old soothing scent.
Mm-hmm. Great art on that card, isn't it?
But no status token, so that's good.
It is good, yeah.
That is great art. Okay. I believe that's the old Rose Gardener on that art too. See?
Cool.
Back to us.
Yeah. I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to summon another one of these things. So I need them to stick around one more action so I can get out the big phoenix.
You're like, okay, you're like building.
Yeah. And I know if this attacks, it'll attack here, so we're good.
Okay. Let's go.
Look at those shimmering wings.
Oh, right. No, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. You have any way to do just 1 damage? Oh, I do. I got frog dice. What am I thinking?
You're built for it,
I'm built for this.
in fact.
Let's just
Clear that thing.
do the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a side action frog in.
Just do the darn thing.
I'm just not even going to mess with this because I don't want the ballistic seeds to trigger.
100%. I'm with you. It goes back to your pile.
And then my main action, my frost frog is going to get +1 and swing into ballistic seeds. So it's going to take 1 damage, but it has +1 from ice buff, so it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to do 2 back, so that's going to clear 1 blood.
So we're at 19 out of 70. Yeah, that's what I meant. The first round is always the toughest because you're starting with nothing.
It still feels like a long road to hoe.
I don't know, man. We're cruising.
What's up, David?
We are cruising.
Okay.
Over that.
So that was side action and main action. Over to the Chimera. Let's see how
Oh, you know what?
bad
As my side action over here, I didn't use. I'm going to change this to a snake.
you'd pass the face.
Too late. I did it. Hey!
Wait, I didn't roll the guard roll. Hold on. This was trying to attack here, and I didn't guard. What did I just roll? A 7? That counts.
I don't know. Just roll it. You're fine.
Yeah, good. Easy, 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 easy.
Oh, okay. I see.
4 basic.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Karma's gonna get us for that one.
Main, attack if able, if not reveal. Can't attack. Because it's got no... Wait, it can. It's got a right.
That one does, yeah.
1-1. I'll
allow it.
I'll swing that back.
Yeah, counter. Easy money.
Did I do this right? Yes, I did. Counter, easy money. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
This is defender. It would have blocked for the thing you were trying to attack if you don't clear this.
Right. So instead...
So don't clear the seeds. Clear this.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was going to do. That's why I was looking at it. And then
Your
it got
seeds are
better.
over here.
Right. Seeds.
Yeah, so you clear that with a nature die, you attack the other
Clear with the
thing.
nature die, attack the other thing.
And this is still hanging.
1 blood on. And then attack if able, but I cannot, so I got to reveal. And then at the start of the turn, this one would have chucked 1. And we got a ballistic seeds.
What does that do when it checks one?
So it doesn't do anything, but once it's gone, it places a red reins. And if this removes a token while this is in play, then target opposing player must place a wound token on their Phoenixborn or rightmost unit.
Don't want it. Hey, basic. But a 9. And I think a 9 does what we don't want anyway.
Reveal.
Proliferate.
Resolve the status ability of the rightmost aspect with a status ability. There are none.
Hold on. Comes into play, I get a scar this.
Now there is.
But, yeah. So then we resolve this. It's a whole chain of things. So resolves, it doesn't do anything, but it does do this. After status thing is removed, place a wound token on my rightmost. I'm going to do my rightmost because I'm about to clear that bad boy.
Yeah.
All right, we did it.
We did it. Do you think everybody, when they're playing co-op games with another player, I would argue that the rules are never done correctly. Has there ever been a perfect game of Marvel Champions played in the history of the game?
Not by us.
There are some that would do it very precisely, and they probably can't watch us play because it's too bad.
And my hypothesis would be they also have less of a good time. But it might be a good time for them. Not a good time for me.
So.
All right.
It's like putting together furniture, right?
I'm going to exhaust here, spend a basic. And it says, discard this unit and another Shimmer Wing you control to place an Eternity Flame Conjuration on your battlefield.
Is it not... Did you put the exhaustion token on it just now?
Yeah.
Okay. It blanks it instantly, so it doesn't work.
I'm sure that's how that works. Eternity Flame. 3 attack, 3 life, 0 recovery. Engulf. When this unit comes into play, you may destroy a target unit an opponent controls with a charm die on it. Oh no. Back it up. We're not doing this. Hold on. I need to put a charm die on something first. So I will, what do we want to just destroy? Probably this thing?
Yeah.
Put a charm die on it, then I'll do the ability. When this comes into play, I can destroy something. Or I can do 2 damage to something. I don't know. I just destroy it. Then deal 2 damage to the target opponent's Phoenixborn. So we'll destroy this and do 2 of that.
Wait, what?
So
what?
I put the charm die here. Then this says I can pay 1 and exhaust, discard this unit and another Shimmer Wing to place an Eternity Flame onto my battlefield. This says when this comes into play, destroy a target unit with an opponent controls with a charm die on it.
Are you crazy?
And then it says if I do, deal 2 damage to that opponent's target Phoenixborn.
That's insane.
I agree. So 2 blood plus 2 damage from this. So 4 damage on that thing. And this clears.
Wow, this thing's built to rock a Chimera.
But I did have to get 2 of these out and keep them in play. And then I also had to spend a charm die on a unit that I was going to immediately destroy. So it ended up being like 1, 2, 3, 4 dice worth of cards plus 4 actions to do that.
Sounds like it was awful. Bad idea.
Yeah, just terrible.
Bad idea, ultimately.
That was my turn.
I think I'm just going to throw Frost Frog into this bad boy and call it a day.
What bad boy?
That bad boy.
Seeds.
Mm-hmm. Although, I mean, just leave it up as a body, right? Let's go Adaptodon into seeds. Take 1.
Like it.
Wait, I need to be using our tokens. Why am I doing this?
Frank Levy. The point is to have fun anyway. We do our best for the rules, but in some games, looking at you, Earthborn, we didn't even fully understand certain concepts until we were a few games in.
We didn't even understand.
We were just happy to be on the field, you know? Like little elementary school football.
Yeah. Just happy to play.
Have you seen Ted Lasso?
I haven't finished it yet. I think a part of me doesn't want to finish it.
Have you seen the part where Roy is coaching a little league team?
Yes.
When it's just showing him and he's giving them a pep talk, you don't know who he's talking to yet. And then it cuts and it's a bunch of little girls. God, I love that show. I love Roy Kent.
Yeah, that's a great character.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. I need to read this because this card is nuts.
That is usually pretty helpful in a cricket.
So I just did adapted on into the thing, and I can do a side action if I so choose.
Dude, we're only 10 damage away from halfway there.
Only 3 more removed. This is crazy, man. From a target unit with 1 or more status tokens on it or alterations by the side to it. Oh my gosh. I just can't believe that this card exists. Okay. So next turn is going to be crazy. And then let's also get some more frost frogs on the table. Let's do one. Let's meditate from hand, maybe. Let's meditate. I'm going to meditate this adapted on to swing up into a frog.
We're playing this on the mid difficulty?
This is heroic 1. There's heroic 1, 2, 3, and there's standard 1, 2, 3. This is 4 of 6.
So it is kind of in the middle.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the big stuff?
Yep. Time for you to roll some icons. 10 doesn't seem good.
Attach a bleed to the opposing player's target leftmost unit. Oh, that thing can bleed for a while.
It's from your conjuration.
Okay, fine.
I agree with you, Torres, saying Roy Kent's yelling the word whistle killed me every time. Have you seen that part yet?
I don't know, man.
Whistle, whistle. Whistle.
And then reveal. Swimming strike.
Haven't seen that yet.
Don't let it attack me.
At the start of my turn, this happens, and we'll put a wound on my Phoenix Prince.
All right.
It's okay. It's loose. I'll roll. My turn. Devil! I just can't stop it. What's a 10 do for me?
Attach a bleed conjured to your leftmost unit.
All right, that's fine. It's just hanging out.
Hanging around.
Does the bleed happen before or after the recovery?
At the end of your turn, and then when the round ends, you'll recover. This is your turn, so it's every main action, side action. 1 damage. Main action, 1 damage.
Sweet. Baby
Sweet.
Lord.
Sweet baby.
How do I stop it? Oh, no.
Well, you need something that discards alterations.
Okay. Bye, Felicia. Okay. Back to us?
Is that all we did? We did everything?
I think so. Oh, wait. I need to reveal. I don't think I No, we both have 1 card that's not revealed.
No, you had to reveal. You
I had
didn't
1
reveal.
less
You didn't reveal.
than you.
Yeah.
Allure.
Okay.
But now my table is set.
Your table's set. That's right. I know what I'm going to do. Watch this. I'm going to play Red Flower. 1 leaf.
Dude, it's the wolf pack.
And one basic. Remove all tokens from something that has an alteration on it or that has status token on it.
Oh my goodness.
And then if you do, deal 1 damage to target unit an opponent controls. Scarlet Seed's out of here.
Joe Phillips, hey, I'll have you Monday.
What's up, Joe?
Have to bounce right back out, but even 5 minutes of TC Lives makes for a better day.
That's awesome. Hey, Joe, glad you're here. Good to see you. Hope your day goes well. It's going well. Hope you enjoy Zach's sweatshirt. First of its kind.
The feature. I honestly forgot I had it on until we were live, and then it's too late. The ship had sailed.
Side action. What are we going to get into here? I'm going to try to keep this alive as long as I can.
Smart.
Yeah.
If we end the turn quickly, then we won't die.
That's right. And I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get it done.
Oh, but this thing stays around even if we end the turn. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not fleeting at all, is it?
Mm.
I'm going to get some more use out of this, though.
Yeah,
before
for
it
sure.
dies.
I'm with you.
That's my goal. Side action? I don't know, man. I mean, you know, I don't know. I just really don't know what to do. I'll pass.
I gotta think about my life.
Take one, and then I'm gonna hit the little restroom.
The little restroom.
Little restroom. Be entertaining.
Good luck. Oh, I've got problems. So if this triggers, I lose a card. That's kind of fine. And this would place. I do not want that to happen. So I think we need to deal with this immediately. Easy. I think I'm just going to side action, create another snake before this is exhausted. And then just attack for 1 here. So it'll exhaust. We'll destroy this thing. That way it doesn't trigger. Because I don't want to just place a Red Rains thing. Although it's probably going to happen anyway. I'll be sad if the Red Rains triggering gets rid of this Phoenix somehow. Really don't want that to happen. This can't attack me. This will attack here for 1, which is fine. This will attack here, which is fine. I'll probably clear something first. How's everyone doing out there? Lore Slaughter saying hello. I hope you're doing well. Terrence Miltner, have you seen the Vader meme of him coaching girls soccer? I have. There's a whole like Vader, Leia as a kid book series. My niece had some of those, which was funny. But yes, it's good stuff. No, don't tell Steven.
It's a pretty cool office out there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
He's just going. It's cool.
There's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
I just cleared this with my Rose Gardener.
Did you roll the guard roll?
No.
Did you attack it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hi, Lord Slaughter.
I did my thing. You did your thing?
We all did our things, yeah.
All right. So you roll. I don't because there's no reveal from my
Right.
side. That is not what we wanted. A whole cascade of problems.
So now we go to 5. Does that mean ultimates?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Well, let's do it. Let's read the card for the first time.
Steel Slime says, took me until now to realize the overhead camera is 180 from your front facing. Freaked me out for a minute.
Yeah. Not ideal. We're looking to change that.
We used to swap it around, right?
Yeah, for the competitive
Yeah,
versus...
but this is co-op.
But, yeah.
No, I'm on the right side. I'm on the wrong side. We're looking at it backwards, so it's a whole thing.
Remove them. Discard all cards in the Chimera's battlefield that it does not own. It's currently 0. Attach a bleed to the leftmost unit.
Say that thing?
It doesn't matter. It's stuff we'd attach to their stuff. Would it go where? Attach a bleed alteration to the leftmost unit of each of the Chimera's opponents. We've already got a bleed out. There's no more bleeds. We can't.
There's lots of bleeds.
Oh,
there's only
lots of
one.
bleeds.
So just attach this here. To one that already doesn't have one, or just period?
Attach each of the Chimera's opponents. Oh no. I gotta get moving.
Yeah, this should have 1 on it from the end of this last turn as well. I didn't do that.
Add a face-down aspect card to each of the Chimera's battlefields. Plants.
Hold on. I made a further mistake. The seed thing that I attacked. This has guard, so I cannot do that. So I'll attack. I don't want to attack there because I'll die. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I attacked here, but this has defender, so I should have. I made mistakes. Remember
back on the old VCRs where you'd hold down the rewind button? I'm sure we're pretty good at that.
Yeah, I guess. We'll just attack here, and we'll both go away. Yeah, hitting rewind. 1 blood on this thing. Okay.
Can I finish resolving
Yeah,
present
go ahead.
moment?
Go ahead.
Remove this card from the top behavior and the top behavior card from the game. Uh-oh. Watch out.
Just getting spicy.
I think things have gotten a little more interesting.
Yeah. We gotta start moving faster.
Okay, and then I resolve my 7.
Where did this come from?
From the ultimate, it got worse. Raise 2 basic rage die 1 level because I rolled a 7. Wow. Here we go. Okay. Reveal. Okay.
Got some strings over there, dog.
I don't like this at all.
And is us rolling in our turn or their turn?
The Chimera term when things are rolling.
Well, before that happens, let's reveal here. Place a Red Rains token up there.
What?
This was not in play when we got here at first. It's fine. You ended up rolling.
But it should have been?
Yeah.
Should have been in play.
Then this says I draw a card and then discard a card. Let's get rid of here. And then this says
discard from the top of your deck. It's the draw deck, not your hand. I think, yeah.
If you do, the target opposing player must draw a card, then discard. Oh, yeah. Draw a card.
You just get a random
here.
Yeah.
What was it doing just before that?
I don't know. You're like in step 8.2 of the rules structure.
I just forgot these before we rolled the thing.
Okay.
And then it would have triggered anyway, and you rolled the thing.
And then
so
we
we're
trigger.
fine.
Okay, so we got the red range token. That satisfies that. And then this, you did the draw discard. And then I just rolled my bad die. And now you roll the bad die.
This is what I was doing. Because this removed, I take a damage.
Stacks on stacks.
Yeah. Just clearing it out. Okay.
Conley's at home. He's passed out. He can't accept. He can't appreciate this.
Can't handle it.
Roll your 2 dice there. He's on the floor right now. Somebody send somebody to check on Nick.
But basic and a 9. What's a 9
This
get
is
me?
not what I designed. Reveal.
Oh, Connolly. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, Conley.
Allure.
You think he watches Longmire because Branch Conley is in it?
I watch everything with buns in it.
Busy man.
Everything.
Resolve the status ability of the rightmost aspect with a status ability. That one. Resolve that bad boy.
Cool. More cards.
You're stuck in here with me.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was easy. Fine.
Easy.
All right. Okay, back to us.
Yep. All right, time to start dancing. I'm gonna use Maoni. Spend 2. I'm ready to deal 3 damage to something. You need me to kill something over there?
Yeah, one of these 3s would be great.
We'll kill here. Put 2 damage on the thing. Over to you.
All right, simple man. Let's do 3 sewing strike here.
Did you answer still?
Oh wait, did you guard roll?
It was not an attack.
Okay, I'll guard roll.
That's a spell.
3 here.
Steel Slime, I do not know if Star Wars Unlimited is going to be canon only. You guarded? You guarded. Get wrecked. So at least it takes 3, right?
That's right.
So we're going up to 31. Almost there.
We're not even halfway. Okay, cool. And then side action. I really wanted that to die.
I'm sure you did.
Not lying to you, man. I need more side actions in this deck. Who built this?
Connolly?
You know what?
Or
I'm gonna
Conley? It's not Connolly. Otherwise, he'd have to watch a bunch of Jennifer Connelly movies. It's our namesake right. You have to do it. If there were a Wooly movie star, you'd have to see it all.
Wooly. I'm the only Wooly that's ever existed.
Man.
My family, that's it. We're none of us movie stars.
I would actually be curious to find a list of movies that have anyone with the name Wooly in the credits.
There is Woolies in a few credits. Set designers, that kind of thing.
What have you, creative.
I'm going to put 3 attack here, so if I get attacked for some reason, I'll do 3 back to the suit. So
this doesn't attack your units, it attacks you.
But I could guard here, and then I could end it.
End it. All right.
Main and side. Did you do a main and side already?
Yeah, it was my action. I killed something without attacking. It's pretty cool.
That's very good.
Start of my turn, these are both going to trigger, so I'll draw 2, discard 2.
At start of the Chimera's turn.
Yeah, I figure we're there, right?
Yeah, we're there. Yeah. Are we always kind of there? I mean, we're kind of there, kind of not. Kind of. Where are we?
Up, down, left, right.
Oh, and then I ended my turn, so this guy takes 2 and bleeds anew.
Wow. And I don't have anything to reveal.
I could keep him alive for 1 more turn.
And do what with it?
No, nothing.
Oh yeah, this gets 2 more. Speaking of that.
Yeah.
Soon enough, it'll meet its sweet end.
It's already left my brain.
Rest well, sweet eagle.
Did I already used these, right? Yeah. Everything's a blur now. We've really gotten into like the deep part of those co-op streams.
It's been a while since we hit the 4 o'clock hour on stream.
It's 4 o'clock?
Yeah, man.
Are you forever. Crazy?
I know.
Jonathan's got to go home, or he's already home. He's gotta leave. You can leave. That's fine. We don't need to pull up the cards anymore. I think everyone knows what things do.
I technically have a soft 4:30 need to leave.
Okay, well, let's go. Raise 2 basic rage die. There they go. And here they all come back.
Surely in the next 23 minutes we can finish this game.
That's it. I remember it happens pretty quickly.
Yeah, we're doing good.
And then no, they're so expensive.
My goodness, come on. Who built this thing? Okay, back to us.
No, you got to do the things.
It's the only thing. I don't have a reveal.
You got to
This can't attack. This will attack. It attacks my rightmost unit, so it'll get rid of this.
You did it there. Good job. Good.
And it's exhausted.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then back to us. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna attack here.
Roll the die.
The die of destiny.
Wait, you got a 3 there? Why don't you send a 3 over to a 3?
Well, because I kill this without dying, first of all.
Oh, that is a good point.
Then there's no attacks left, so I'm clear to run the board.
What about this one? Oh, it's exhausted.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Ah, devil. All right, I'll do 3 to the...
As intended, I'll do 3 to the Chimera.
That's right.
Isn't there a world where we just don't clear this stuff if it's like not that bad and then it just can't fill up with bad stuff?
Well, they get tokens at the start of each one.
Why don't we just leave all the level 1 stuff out and then it can never drop level 2 stuff?
Well, because we get,
Oh, we get the red range. That's right. They thought of that. What happened? What was that? That was a card.
I
right?
failed.
Okay.
I mean, I did the damage I meant to do.
Frost Frog at +1. Gonna swing for 4.
Are we at 44?
We're going, man.
All right.
4 here.
Get him. Got him.
Good.
How many points did we get now?
That's 2 more.
Oh, come on. 2 more.
And we're just getting started.
Okay.
We're just getting started, man. And then I'll end my turn, and this thing will bleed to death.
We're at 46.
Cleaning up my board in a way that's very pleasing.
This is actually fine. It's gonna punch my Phoenix for 2.
Punch my Phoenix.
Yeah, man. It's a whole vibe.
Okay, and then these all slide down because the game cares now. And then, and then I take an attack there. And when it's declared as an attack, I place a Scarlet Seed on the. But I can't. Where's my Scarlet Seed? Where'd you? Did we discard my Scarlet? Yep. Okay. And then it attacks me for 3, and I can't do anything about it, so I'll take 3. I'm going to 7. Okay. And then it exhausts to do that.
Oh, also, everything on the board at the end gives us something bad.
Right. Right, so kill it all.
So you want to clear it, yeah.
We got to kill it.
So my board is locked out. Is your board locked out yet?
The Scarlet Seed is not going to attack. It's going to grow, though. So eventually we need to deal with that, and that's not a big deal. I could frog it or whatever.
Because now we can just start playing things.
You start playing, yeah. Is that a unit? Yeah. It's considered exhausted. Prevent all damage up. I wonder if this would take up a slot in the...
Oh, you know what? If all you do is side actions,
You pass.
you're not doing anything.
But if I do a main action, you can come back in.
That's right. How many main actions you got
I
left?
have an infinite amount of main actions, almost
Okay, great.
to it, like, honestly.
Then I'm going to...
On the edge of my seat here. Why don't I take a main action?
I'm just thinking about the most efficient thing for me to do. You can go ahead. I'm gonna main action here to get a badger. And then I'll side action. Doesn't really matter.
Can you do one to something?
Here.
It won't matter. It won't matter. I got it.
Over to you.
I'm gonna meditate 3 times. Oof. Yikes. No. 1.
That's right, Logator. Chubbat Frog asking about the date for the Earthborn stream. We're going to stream on Wednesday this week and next week. That's fine.
3. Okay. We got that there. That's my side action. Then my main action, I'm going to summon Frost Frog. Favorite unit is already...
Oh, wait. You need me to do one to something?
Yeah.
I could have done one to something.
It just needs to happen at some point. Frost Frog comes in as my main action.
Okay.
Over to you, or over to Chimera. We have remove 1
Nothing happens.
from any statuses.
Okay.
And then nothing happens, it can't attack.
Okay.
Back to us.
On my turn, I'm going to play Snakebite here. When I play it, I can resolve this. And then my actual... That was a side action. My actual action will be resolve it and do damage to that.
Do it here if you would.
All right, we'll do one of that instead.
Got it. All right, then my main action, Frost Frog for 2 into Sowing Strike. Kill that. 2. Yeah, what do you think, Trevor? Should we play some with the new stuff? I don't know. I can't decide. Let's clean this up. Remove 2 10s for a 20. Okay, we're getting there. Frost Frog is here.
My Badger is going to attempt to attack here as an action. And he failed. So we'll do one of the main thing.
Good job. We're
badging.
Okay, so we just get to go forever now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to summon a...
As it happens, I'm out of everything.
Frost Frog. Okay. And then let's swing for 2 here.
All right, clears. 1 damage to the Chimera.
1 blood.
I can get it while you're doing anything.
Yeah. Side action, I'm going to spend 1 to... Let's not do that yet. I can always come back to that. Okay, back to me. We'll play a Jungle Forager.
Oh, come on now.
Search my draw pile for Conjuration or an alteration and put it into my hand. Okay. That's not bad. That's becomes a 1/1. Although, but this is where we're at. I'm a simple man. I'm back into the wallops. He's got a case of the wallops.
Devastating.
Side action. Let's wallop my Jungle Forager.
Look at him go.
Frog. Back to you.
Pass.
Back to me. Swing for 2, wherever you want it.
Here.
Here
I
or
think I'll
here.
clear by itself. Right.
Yeah, and then start of the turn, this thing happens. Wait, does this keep happening, right? This keeps happening.
Yeah, I think so. But what's the outcome if it gets there? Place a red rains token.
So let me do 1 to it as my side action from last round.
And then you'll kill this thing next round.
And then I'll come into the next round. I would need a main action.
Metroplex says you didn't roll a guard roll on your last 2 attacks.
No, I didn't. Oh my gosh.
There you go. We should give it a spin and see where we land. All's well that ends well.
All's
That's
well.
a 1.
Good.
Oh, come on now.
Nothing but
Never didn't have it.
Nothing but net. All right, then we'll do side action.
Apparently it says last 3.
Main action. And then did we kill the thing with the Jungle Forge already?
You should have exhausted to kill this thing that is already gone. Like you attach it and attack instead of doing the side action that you did last time.
Yeah. But I'm going to have to take a main action to flip up to it. So frog, and then I play this. And now I need to be able to play Wallop and that thing, but I can't. So I need to do a main action first. So I'll do main action Glaciate. Do you have a unit you just want to be a forever blocker on the left side or the right side? But it cannot, it's considered exhausted also, if that matters.
Doesn't.
Why don't I just put it here?
Okay.
I'll just be me. I'll do that for 1 die. And then I'll side action meditate up to a frog.
Okay.
There. And then it'll come back to me and I'll side action Wallop. Main action swing for 2 into that thing.
That thing. Okay.
Assuming that the guard roll hits, which it does. Done. Okay.
51. Andy Brown?
And did we did the blood for that? Everything's cool?
Yep. Everything's cool.
Okay. So now we go to resolving the other thing. Remove all wounds from units with recover values. Recover 0, recover 0. What about you? You got any recoveries?
Nope.
Remove all exhaustion tokens there. 1 of each, I should say. Not all of them, but 1. Okay. And then exhaust dice. We can exhaust any number that we want. And then place red rains. For each aspect in play, 1.
Yep.
1 red rains. We're not scared of it. You get the first player token. Congratulations.
We did it.
Add face down aspects.
Load them up. A lot of 2s. A lot of 2s. It's like you stacked the deck.
All right, so now...
Weird amount of 1s. Yeah, what happens now?
Fatigued. Every time the thing would draw, it takes a damage.
Every time it would draw?
Yeah, draw a card.
Like if we make it draw a card somehow?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, fatigue. Set all raised after their basic. Oh, they were already there. Bummer. The Chimera cannot draw cards. Its draw pile is considered to be empty. After 1 or more cards are discarded off the top of its draw, place 1 wound token for each discarded card.
The distinct lack of snakes. My dice have failed me.
We got any status tokens to refill? We do not. Okay, and I've got a good spread of dice there. And then we draw 5 cards. I'm about to start taking fatigue damage, my friend. We're gonna need to get this thing done.
We only need 19 in the middle of Miami.
Yeah, let's long ball it, and then you take the first turn. So we're the first players again.
Okay. How many is this worth? Okay. Well.
And this card goes away. I mean, I've got a board full of just heat.
Yeah, you can just start smacking.
So I'll literally just start smacking.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Let's just see if we can end this. I guess I should use this first. I'll use 2 basics. This will leave 3 here without attacking, so it'll take 1. Over to you.
Without attacking?
Like, I use my ability instead of attacking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And then side action, I will just meditate for 1 into a snake. Over to you.
Okay. Okay.
Glaciate goes away?
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just needed to burn a main action, basically. Okay. Well, let's just ping. Let's swing for 2 onto the Chimera.
Okay. Okay. Chimera's turn.
Chimera's turn, starting with you as the first player.
Of course.
Love it.
5.
Yeah, 5. Raise 2 basics, and then reveal.
I'm good at that. Soothing Scent.
Okay, not a big deal. Not a big
It's a
deal.
defender, so that's annoying.
Speed running, man.
Yep.
6. Raise 2 basic die.
Boom.
Do we put 1? Do we leave 1 in? I think we leave 1 in.
Yeah, and then we get another one of these bad boys. We don't want that to happen again.
We really don't. Let's prevent that. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
And then reveal. Proliferate. When it comes into play, place a Scarlet Seed. Okay. And then it's got Defender.
All right, my turn. I'm going to charm here. It's Defender, so there won't be any guard roll. I'll attack. It'll take 3, and then we'll do 2 damage.
Two bloods.
So we'll go up to 6. Nice. This goes here. This is exhausted with 2 damage on it.
Okay. And then I'll side action Frog, do 1 here, 1 blood. And then main action, let's swing for...
You can declare multiple attackers against Chimera.
That's right. Yeah.
So how much can you do right now?
How much can I do right now? What do we got? 10, 15 plus 40, what is that, 55, 56, 57?
Can you do 13?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Close.
Oh, I am close to doing that. Yeah, so I'm gonna swing Jungle Forager for 2
By itself.
onto the Chimera. Yeah, by itself.
I got it.
Because then we've got options. Okay.
Chimera turn.
Chimera turn. Start of the turn, remove a status.
Basic and an 8. What's an 8 get us?
8 gets us reveal and resolve the status of the rightmost.
Photosynthesis.
And you resolve it, and then we raise 1. That's what that means. So take one of those bad boys, yeah. Basic, because I'm saving our lives. 4, attack if able, if not, reveal. This
That
can't
doesn't
attack. Reveal. Allure. Start of the Chimera's turn. Mill. Not a problem. I'm basically 2 turns from being able to close it, for sure.
Well, I can do 3 on the board.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How much is left?
20, 40, 55, 59, 11 total.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I will just go ahead and attack for 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then do we have another 20? So let's replace this. So it's got 8 left.
Okay, I'm just going to play Emberheart because I love this unit. It's going to grab the wallet.
Sminder saying, nothing like getting some heirloom beans going for dinner while listening to the live stream. Y'all are like the Gordo Bean Club of board games. I don't know what that means, but thank you.
Side action, raise it up to a Froggy.
Okay.
And then over to the Chimera.
Let's start the turn. Raise a basic.
Remove.
I'm
Draw.
not used to that.
Discard.
I'll roll. 5.
Rule number 1 of this game is don't roll a rage die.
Raise 2 basic rage dice.
Okay.
All right, what happens at the ultimate?
So that we'll come back in and 1 will be raised.
It heals 18.
Dude, if it does,
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
then we made some mistakes.
So good. Okay. Remove. Wait, is it still? Yes. Remove. Discard all cards. Doesn't matter. Attach a bleed to the 2 rightmost units of each of the...
I assume it would be like this. Okay.
Add a face down. Remove this and the top card of the behavior.
You got 8 stacked up over there. So I rolled and I reveal here. Over to you to roll.
Yeah. 8. Reveal.
Resolve the status ability of the rightmost aspect with a status ability. Yeah. And nothing goes away.
So that one resolves when it comes into play and does 1 red rains because the Scarlet Seed is out, and the Scarlet Seed resolves and does 1 red rains. Jokes on them, though. We got them.
You got him?
Yeah, for sure.
8.
Yeah, this is 3, 4, 5,
You got a
6,
defender.
7, 8, 9. Well, we'll frog that defender. Side action.
There it is. Boom.
Waboom! And then send in the frogs and the Emberheart and the Adaptodon.
Eat it. Plants.
Look at that. Look at that.
All right. How'd you feel?
Ashes,
Plants.
baby.
I'm going to run very quickly after this.
Plants very annoying. The encounter was great. I love all of the stuff that's always happening here.
Yeah.
I think you and I could jam on this for a good while.
Agreed. The fact that we could just open up 2 decks, and put it on the table and go. That's no customization, etc. There's also the 2 aspects in each of these. That's really cool. This felt a lot different too than the what's the name of the first Red Rains?
Corpse of Eros.
Than the Corpse of Euros.
I had 1 card left in my deck.
That was about to be a problem.
So that was, yeah, they were catching up. I like that as a late game thing that the deck can do. So hey, Red Rains is the PvE variant of Ashes. It's fantastic. Cannot recommend that variant enough. If you want to get this particular box, you would need to have the master set and also probably Corpse of Euros for the board and those kinds of things to get the dice that you need and everything to play it. Plaid Hat's got a sale going on, 30% off right now if you want to catch up on the entire catalog. Otherwise, we have a starter set too that you can look at on our website. That's going to be Corpse of Euros plus the dice. And then you could also grab this. And if you get a pack of charm dice, you can make your own starter. There's a lot of different ways to get into this. So my best suggestion is come to our Discord and ask in the Ashes channel what your goals are, what your budget is, and we can get you hooked up. And then if you want to keep this game going, this game is printed because there's enough people subscribe to it on our website. Subscribe to get future product releases. That's the way that Plaid Hat measures the demand. And as long as that stays high enough, they'll continue to develop the game. So it's a new system. It's a cool system. It's been around for many years at this point, I guess many years. And it's a joy to be able to be a part of that.
Absolutely.
So,
shout out to the team over at Plaid Hat for continuing to knock this out of the park. And if you're a subscriber, these will be shipping this week. So your tracking should start updating about midweek.
thank y'all. Thanks all the subscribers.
being
Thanks
here.
everybody.
Cheers.
Hey, we'll see you next time.